and Colorado Springs trails by 14 in one-half games. Over in the Pacific South, Sacramento leads second place Tucson by 6. The Grizzlies are 10 back, having won 3 in a row. And Las Vegas trails by 13. The 51s will be at Franklin Covey Field for a 5-game series that begins Friday night against the Stingers. So the Stingers trying to right the ship and get back on track, having lost 3 in a row to the Fresno Grizzlies. The pitching matchup, a pair of right-handers for the Stingers. It'll be Chris Buchek on the mound, and for the Grizzlies, it's going to be right-hander and former Buzzman Matt Kinney. Kinney with a record of 3-4. Buchek a mark of 3-3. When we come back, we'll review last night's Fresno come-from-behind win over the Stingers right after this on ESPN 1230.
When's the right time to get a Zions Bank Gold account? Well, say you're fresh out of college
with your first real job. You probably want a gold account so you can take advantage of things like free internet banking and unlimited check writing. Or say you've reached a point in life
when the kids have left home, and a gold account gives you a rent-free safe deposit box and no issuing fees on traveler's checks. Or maybe you're about
to have your first child, and you like the higher interest rates on gold account savings and discounted loan rates with flexible terms. So when's the right time
to get a Zions Bank Gold account? When you see all the benefits, you'll just know. For more information, visit your local Zions Bank branch or zionsbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Patty Householder, branch manager at Zions Bank in West Jordan. Right now, when you sign up for a gold account, our branch will donate $25 to the local school of your choice.
Hi, this is Ned Siegfried of Siegfried & Jensen. We all know Utah is a great sports state. At Siegfried & Jensen, we have important sponsorship relationships with several college teams throughout the state, as well as with many of the professional teams, including the Jazz, the Stingers, the Grizzlies, and Real Salt Lake. In sports, winning is important. The same is true if you're injured in an accident. To help ensure victory, you need a winning legal team on your side. If you've been injured, call Siegfried & Jensen at 1-800-INJURED. That's 1-800-INJURED. Siegfried & Jensen.
Cookie dough blast. Sonic's got it, others don't. Indulge in the irresistible taste of Sonic's new Cookie Dough Blast. Generous pieces of chocolate chip cookie dough blended into a creamy frozen treat. Try one tonight or any of your favorite desserts, because Sonic's open till at least midnight all summer long. The new Cookie Dough Blast at participating Sonic drive-ins. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
To Grizzlies Stadium in downtown Fresno, where last night the Stingers jumped on the Grizzlies early, scoring a run in the third as Casey Smith threw a walk, took second on one of 3 wild pitches by young starter Jesus Reyna, and then Chris Prieto doubled into the right field corner to make it a 1-0 ball game. Then in the fourth, Curtis Pride singled, stole second, and went to third on a wild pitch. Jeff Mathis walked to put runners at the corners with one out, or rather with nobody out for Nick Corneau. Now the 3-1 delivery, runner goes, and it's sliced down the right field corner. They'll run for days. In to score from third, Pride. Mathis being waved around. He'll come home without a play. Corneau racing for third. The relay throw and the slide not in time. It's a 2-run triple for Nick Corneau. And the Stingers now lead it 3-0. So 3-0 at that point, but then the Stingers would continue to struggle. As far as the 6th inning was concerned, the Grizzlies roared back with a 5-run frame. Julio Ramirez got the inning started with a solo homer. And again, Joe Saunders, making his first AAA start, came into the game with a 10.97 ERA in the 6th inning at AA Arkansas. Well, his 6th inning troubles continued with one out. Doug Clark singled. Mickey Lopez punched a base hit to left. And Edgardo Alfonso, here on a rehab assignment, flipped the ball that landed into center field for a base hit. And just like that, the bases were full. One out for Todd Linden. Now Saunders asking Mathis to go through the signs again. The left-hander ready, and here's the 1-1 pitch to Linden. Swung on and grounded into right field, a base hit. Clark will score. Lopez is coming in behind him. The throw cut off. It's a 2-run single for Todd Linden, and the game is tied at 3-3. Alfonso stops at second. An infield single by Brian Dallimore would bring in a 4th run of the inning. The final run coming on a throwing error by Casey Smith. The Grizzlies were at 5-3. They would add 1 in the 7th and 1 in the 8th and pull off the come-from-behind win by a final score of 7-3. A busy night in the PCL as well as Major League Baseball. We'll update you on the Emperor scoreboard next here on ESPN 1230.
Passion for power sports? Check out Plaza Cycle. Well, I'm going to Plaza Cycle where I belong. Well, the deals are great, you can't go wrong. Plaza Cycle has summer deals so amazing you'll walk in and ride out. We have the award-winning EFI E100 4x4 Polaris Sportsman, $800 off. The Polaris Trailblazer ATV, over $200 below dealer invoice. The Sportsman 6x6 at dealer cost. Plaza Cycle gives you 0 down and financing as low as 6.9% OAC. You could walk in with 0 down and ride out for as little as $49 a month. So little to pay for the ride of your life. Plaza Cycle, Utah's #1 source for outdoor motor fun and adrenaline on the run. He'll be obsessed. Service, it's the best. Sales team, you'll be impressed. Walk in, ride out. Well, it's Plaza Cycle fun in the warm Plaza Cycle sun. Located at 1379 West, 33rd South.
Being a Mercedes owner, you'll just have to face the fact that people will look, people will talk. But that's nothing new. The world has been fascinated by the legendary Mercedes-Benz for years. Now owning a Mercedes has never been easier. The all-new Mercedes-Benz of Linden, just off I-15, exit 273 in Utah County, minutes from downtown Salt Lake City, and a phone call away at 222-4400. At Mercedes-Benz of Linden, purchase the sporty C230 compressor sedan for under $30,000. All Mercedes models are available, including the exclusive AMG models, like the CL and SL65s. The first legendary Mercedes-Benz designed auto house facility in the United States, featuring 15 service bays and legendary same-day service. Being noticed is a good thing. Mercedes-Benz of Linden, selling legendary cars, providing legendary service. Stop by or call today, 222-4400, Mercedes-Benz of Linden.
Mercedes-Benz of Linden, part of the Larry H. Miller Auto Group.
Welcome back to Grizzly Stadium in downtown Fresno. The Stingers and Grizzlies getting ready for tonight's game. Let's let you know what's happened so far in baseball on our Abra scoreboard, because Abra Auto Body and Glass provides a lifetime written guarantee on all structural and body repairs. They're a preferred provider for most insurance companies. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA today to schedule your appointment. In the first of a doubleheader at Colorado Springs, the Sky Sox defeated Las Vegas by a score of 7-2. Nothing in yet on the nightcap. At New Orleans, Oklahoma leads the Zephyrs by a score of 9-3. Former Buzz outfielder Chad Allen with his 6th home run of the year. Memphis and Nashville are tied 2-2. The Sounds batting in the bottom of the 6th. Prince Fielder back at Nashville has hit his 18th home run of the year. Albuquerque and Iowa are scoreless in the 6th at Des Moines. At Omaha in the 6th, Round Rock leads the Royals 5-4. Later on, Sacramento is at Portland, and Tacoma plays host to Tucson. Meanwhile, in the American League, as we take a look at what's happening as far as the big league board is concerned, again, a full slate of action in the American League. Detroit with a pair of 3-run innings, leading at Chicago in the 6th inning by a score of 6-1 as they try to snap the White Sox 5-game winning streak. Elsewhere in the American League, we'll get an update for you here in just a moment as the web page is recycling, so we apologize for that. We can tell you that in the National League, they're in the bottom of the 8th at Cincinnati with the Cubs out in front of the Reds by a score of 5-3 as Chicago tries to make it 2 in a row over Cincinnati. And taking a look now at the rest of the scores, if we can, as unfortunately things, the high-speed internet here in Fresno is not high speed. But we can tell you now, in the American League, they've played 8 at Fenway. The Red Sox leading Tampa Bay by a score of 5-2. Cleveland's batting in the bottom of the ninth, trailing Kansas City 4-0. A seesaw battle at Rogers Center in Toronto as the Blue Jays leading the Mariners right now 12-9. After 5.5 at Arlington, the Yankees and Rangers, who put up a bunch of runs last night, are scoreless. Chano Park going for Texas and Mike Messina for the Yankees. Bottom of the fifth at Minnesota, Baltimore leads the Twins 2-1, and later on the Angels host Oakland. Rich Arden for Oakland and Jared Washburn for the Halos. In the National League, in the first of two, Houston a winner at Pittsburgh by a score of 9-3, while the Pirates trailed the Astros 6-3 in the nightcap in the fifth inning. At Washington, the Nationals shut out Colorado 4-0. In the ninth at Philadelphia, the Dodgers and Phillies are tied at 3. At New York in the bottom of the ninth, the Mets and Padres are tied 1-1. Bottom of the fifth at St. Louis, the Cardinals lead the Brewers 4-2. Florida scored 3 in the top of the first at Phoenix, leading Arizona 3-0. And later on, Atlanta is at San Francisco. And that's a look at your Alvarez scoreboard. We'll have the starting lineup for tonight's game right after this timeout here on ESPN 1230.
Where can you find the Utah Jazz sitting next to the Boston Red Sox, sitting next to the Denver Broncos, just down the road of BYU? Fans! Only at Fans can you find the newest and freshest sports gear from all the great college and pro teams. Looking for a new or retro Utah Jazz jersey? Fans has it. Fans has it. Trying to find a fitted baseball cap featuring your favorite team logo? Fans is the place. Fans is the place. Whether you're looking for hats, shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets, warm-ups, jerseys, or duffel bags, you'll find it at Fans. You'll find it at Fans. Plus, Fans even has fun logoed sports gear and memorabilia, including signed basketballs, footballs, and jerseys from the best players. And remember, for all the freshest Utah Jazz gear, get to Fans for jerseys, golf shirts, t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, and warm-up gear featuring the new blue and white Jazz colors. Open 6 days a week in the Delta Center and all major malls across the Wasatch Front. Fans.
Morris Murdoch Travel can fly you to Hawaii from just $709 complete, including round-trip air and 5 nights accommodations. Just $709 complete. At that price, you can afford to enjoy the aloha spirit in Hawaii, America's premier vacation destination. So it's into the sun and fun of Hawaii from just $709 for air and 5 nights hotel. Valid on select departure dates. Some restrictions apply. Call Morris Murdoch Travel at 1-888-999-4646 for details. Or plan to take the family to Disneyland from just $181 per person, quad occupancy, including 3 days and 2 nights at the Hilton Anaheim Hotel and a 3-day Disneyland Resort Park Hopper bonus ticket. Disneyland from just $181 quad, including 2 nights hotel and a 3-day Park Hopper pass. Prices based on 2 adults and 2 children staying in the same room. Some restrictions apply, so call 1-888-999-4646 for details. Hawaii from $109 complete and Disneyland land packages at the Hilton Anaheim Hotel from $181. Call Morris Murdoch Travel for details.
Welcome back to Fresno. We'll get you ready for tonight's game between the Grizzlies and the Stingers, and let's do so by giving you the starting lineups. First of all, for the visiting Salt Lake Stingers, managed by Dino Ebel. Leading off, the center fielder, Chris Prieto. Batting second, the second baseman, Alberto Callaspo. Hitting third, the left fielder, Curtis Pride. Batting cleanup, the designated hitter, Luke Allen. Hitting fifth and catching, Jeff Mathis. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Brian Gordon. Hitting seventh and playing third base, Adam Pavkovich. Hitting eighth and playing first base tonight is Ryan Buddy. And hitting ninth, just up from Orem as a fill-in, but getting a chance to play tonight is shortstop Jose Caldera. Pitching for the Stingers will be right-hander Chris Butchek. For the homestanding Fresno Grizzlies, managed by Shane Turner. Leading off, the center fielder, Doug Clark. Batting second, the shortstop, Mickey Lopez. Hitting third and under injury rehab assignment, the designated hitter, Edgardo Alfonso. Batting cleanup and also starting a rehab assignment today, the left fielder, Marquise Grissom. Hitting fifth, the right fielder, Todd Linden. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Brian Dallimore. Hitting seventh and playing first base, Tony Torcato. Batting eighth and catching, Justin Knebler. And hitting ninth is the second baseman, Angel Chavez. Pitching for the Grizzlies will be right-hander Matt Kinney. It's the Stingers and the Grizzlies. Game 2 of this 4-game series. Game 6 of the 9 consecutive games between the two teams. To make that Game 7. Either way, we'll be back with the start of tonight's game. Right after this, you've been in the on-deck circle on ESPN 1230.
This has been the on-deck circle. Stay tuned. Salt Lake Stingers baseball is coming up next on the home of the Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
Wiener Schnitzel is proud to be the official hot dog of the Salt Lake Stingers, because if there's one thing Wiener Schnitzel loves besides hot dogs, it's baseball. And to prove our love, we've got a great deal for all you baseball fans. Wiener Schnitzel now proudly serves tasty free soft serve treats. You can add it on to your favorite Wiener Schnitzel combo or come in for a snack. And while you're here at Wiener Schnitzel, you can enjoy a plain ketchup or mustard hot dog for just 79 cents. That's 2 great tastes at one great location. Only at Wiener Schnitzel, the world's largest hot dog chain.
Cookie dough blast. Sonic's got it, others don't. Indulge in the irresistible taste of Sonic's new cookie dough blast. Generous pieces of chocolate chip cookie dough blended into a creamy frozen treat. Try one tonight or any of your favorite desserts, because Sonic's open till at least midnight all summer long. The new cookie dough blast at participating Sonic drive-ins. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
You're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM. The field is live. The starting pitchers have finished their warm-up, and the managers have exchanged lineup cards. It's time for Salt Lake Stingers Baseball. So let's go to the ballpark. Here's the voice of the Salt Lake Stingers, Steve Klauke.
Once again, a very pleasant good evening to you, and welcome from 103-degree Fresno, California, here at game time. The Stingers and the Grizzlies pairing up in game 2 of this series. Fresno coming back from a 3-0 deficit to win last night's game by a final score of 7-3. The Stingers trying to snap the 3-game skid to the Grizzlies. Facing Matt Kinney tonight. Defensively for the Grizzlies, Marquise Grissom is in left, Doug Clark in center, and Todd Linden's in right. Brian Dallimore at third, Mickey Lopez at short, Angel Chavez at second, and Tony Torcados at first. A battery of Matt Kinney pitching and Justin Knadler catching. For Kinney, this will be his 10th start for Fresno. In 52 1/3 innings, he's given up 58 hits, 35 runs, 33 of them earned. He has struck out 36 and walked 23. He has hit 1 batter, thrown 4 wild pitches, and surrendered 10 home runs. Kinney has won 3 and lost 4 with a 5.68 earned run average. The PCL batting .289 against right-hander Matt Kinney. Chris Prieto to lead things off, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. Salt Lake Stingers baseball is just about ready to get started here on a Tuesday night in Fresno. Prieto batting .313, 12 doubles, 5 triples, 2 homers, 27 runs batted in. Extended his hitting streak to 7 games, a season best, with a double in last night's game. First pitch from Kinney with the corners pinching in, low and inside, ball 1. The umpires, as assigned by the Pacific Coast League, A.J. Wendell behind the plate, Cameron Keller at first, Casey Moser at third, as Prieto takes a strike down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Prieto, 1 for 4 overall last night. The pitch. Prieto takes a slider from Kinney, low and inside. Ball 2, 2-1. Kinney in his 11th year made 9 starts for the Salt Lake Buzz in 2000, winning 5 and losing 2. The 2-1 to Prieto, and it's a sinker low, ball 3. 3-1 the count on Chris. Leading things off here in the first. Dallimore in on the edge of the grass at third. The outfield shallow and around towards left. The 3-1 pitch is line towards right, but Todd Linden was there, and he'll make the shoulder-high catch for out number 1, as the Grizzly outfield was positioned perfectly to retire Prieto on that one. That'll bring up Alberto Callaspo, the second baseman, batting .167, 1 triple and 1 run batted in. Hitless in 3 at-bats last night, but he also drew a walk and stole a base, his first AAA steal. First pitch to Callaspo is a curveball low, ball 1. Kenny's last start was against the Stingers. No decision on the 14th, last Thursday in the first game after the All-Star break. As Callaspo takes a curveball strike at the knees on the inside corner, 1-1. Went 7 innings, gave up 7 hits, 3 runs, only 2 of which were earned. Now the pitch. Callaspo skips rope to get out of the way of a low inside fastball. The count's 2-1. Kenny, 6'5", 216, born and still lives in Bangor, Maine. The 2-1 swung on and lifted in the air towards left. Marquise Grissom coming in and over towards the line is there, and he'll put it away for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down in the Salt Lake first. That'll bring up Curtis Pride, the left fielder. Pride batting .304, 11 doubles, 3 triples, 6 homers, 35 runs batted in. Pride batting in the number 3 spot is Casey Kochman being given a day off today as he's banged up a bit, as are several of the Stingers. Pride takes a curveball strike at the knees, 0-1. Nick Gourneau being given the day off as well. No balls, 1 strike to count on Curtis Pride. 1 for 4 last night. The pitch, curveball inside at the knees, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Outfield shaded towards left for Curtis with Luke Allen on deck. Now Kenny into his motion. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. At a changeup, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on Pride. Prior to his no decision, Kenny had won 2 of his previous 3 starts. Now Kenny ready. Nods in agreement, but before he can start his motion, Curtis Pride asked for and received timeout. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're ready to go. The pitch. Swing and a miss at a slider. He struck him out, and that retires the side. 1-2-3, nothing across. And after the first half inning of play, it's the Stingers nothing, and Fresno's coming to bat on ESPN 1230.
What's that sound, you ask? It's my car guzzling gas. And that's me singing the blues at the price of gasoline. When gas prices have you down, let Cypress Credit Union pick you up with up to $20 in gasoline and auto loan financing as low as 4.99% APR. That's right. When you get an auto loan at Cypress Credit Union, we'll give you up to $20 in free gasoline. If your auto loan rate is higher than 4.99%, or if you're buying a new vehicle, call Cypress Credit Union today at 260-7700. Or you can apply at any of our 9 branches throughout Salt Lake Valley or on our website at cypresscu.com. Buying a new car is a big decision, but financing with Cypress Credit Union is an easy one with up to $20 in gasoline and auto loan financing as low as 4.99% APR. Now I'm filled with joy as I drive away from Cypress Credit Union in my new car with a full tank of gas. Woo-hoo!
Cypress Credit Union. Your future is our future.
Hi, this is Mitch Jensen of Siegfried & Jensen. We all know Utah is a great sports state. At Siegfried & Jensen, we have important sponsorship relationships with several college teams throughout the state, as well as with many of the professional teams, including the Jazz, the Stingers, the Grizzlies, and Real Salt Lake. In sports, winning is important. The same is true if you're injured in an accident. To help ensure victory, you need a winning legal team on your side. If you've been injured, call Siegfried & Jensen at 1-800-INJURED. That's 1-800-INJURED. Siegfried & Jensen, your legal team if you've been injured.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
Welcome back to Grizzlies Stadium in Fresno. The Stingers up and down in order in the top of the first. Defensively for Salt Lake, Curtis Pride's in left. Chris Prieto in center, and Brian Gordon's in right. Adam Pavkovich is at third. Jose Caldera at short. Alberto Callaspo at second, and Ryan Buddy is at first. A battery of Chris Butchek pitching and Jeff Mathis catching. For Chris Butchek, this will be his 15th start. In 77 innings, he's given up 95 hits, 45 runs, 43 of them earned. He has struck out 61 and walked 28. No hit batters or wild pitches, and 7 home runs allowed. Butchek 3-3 with a 5.03 earned run average. The PCL batting .311 against right-hander Chris Butchek. Leading things off, the center fielder Doug Clark. Hitting .322, the first pitch on the way. A fastball outside, ball 1. 25 doubles, 4 triples, 9 homers, 43 runs batted in. Now the 1-0. Swing and a miss at a fastball, 1-1. Clark 1 for 3 with a run batted in last night. Buchek last Thursday against the Grizzlies, not involved in the decision, gave up just 1 run on 8 hits in 6 innings with 6 strikeouts and 1 walk. The 1-1 offering is flared towards left center field. Prieto racing in, sliding, and he trapped the ball according to third base umpire Casey Moser. And Dino Evil's going to argue the call. They're going to rule it a base hit, but Chris Prieto thought he caught the ball. Curtis Pride thought he caught the ball. And they're not going to show the replay up on the video board. If they show it here on the monitor, is now the third base umpire Casey Moser is going to look for some help. And he'll bring over Cameron Keller and Casey Moser, the other members of the umpiring crew. Dino Evil standing about 25 feet away, letting them have their conversation before they make their own decision. Again, watching the monitor here, but still no replay. Now they're going to call it an out, and now Shane Turner's going to come across and argue the call. Now we're finally going to see a TV replay. Prieto's sliding in, and he's got it. It's definitely a catch. There's no doubt about it, watching the television replay, that indeed was a catch in center field. Shane Turner voicing his displeasure, obviously, with the overturning of the call, but the replay very, very clear that Prieto got his glove underneath the baseball. So 1 out, nobody on, and Nicky Lopez, the shortstop, will be the batter. Lopez batting .295, 17 doubles, 7 triples, 5 homers, 34 runs batted in. Lopez 2 for 3. In last night's game, he is just a few points shy of 500 against the Stingers for the season, as Buchek delivers a strike at the knees, and the count's 0-1. Chris Buchek, the all-time leader in games started in Salt Lake franchise history. The 0-1 swing and a miss at a changeup, 0-2. Not exactly a stat you'd like to be leading in, but this is Buchek's 78th start for Salt Lake. Mark Redmond now with the Pittsburgh Pirates, next was 71. Now the 0-2. Long on and lifted down the left field line, slicing towards the Fresno bullpen and out of the reach of Adam Patkovich with his back to the infield, raced back but could not catch up with it. So the count remains 0-2. Buchek in sole possession of second place on the all-time wins list with 26, 6 behind LaTroy Hawkins. He's tied with Steve Green for most losses at 24, 8 behind Mark Redmond. Buchek, the all-time leader in innings pitched, right now at exactly 470 innings. LaTroy Hawkins next at 439 1/3. There's a slider low for a ball, 1-2. Buchek also tops in hits allowed at 555. He is second in complete games with 7, tied for second in complete game shutouts with 2. The 1-2 pitch to Lopez bounces in and away from Jeff Mathis, and the count's even at 2-2. Buchek second in runs allowed at 286, 3 behind Redmond. Second in earned runs allowed, 242, 9 behind Redmond. Buchek third in strikeouts at 285, third in walks at 147. The 2-2 on the way, and Lopez lifts it in the air to center. Prieto in a couple of steps for this one, and he'll make the catch standing up for out number 2. The 2 up, 2 down. That'll bring up Edgardo Alfonso. Second game of his rehab assignment. Last night had 3 hits in 4 at-bats, including a big bloop single into center field in the 5-run 6 that turned the game around in favor of the Fresno Grizzlies. First pitch on the way to Alfonso, inside a ball, 1-0. Buchek tied for 4th in hit batters with 15. Second in home runs allowed with 53, 2 behind Shane Bowers. So Buchek delivers, and it's cut out and missed. A strike 1-1. Again, Buchek outstanding this year during his call-up to the Angels with 9 scoreless innings over a course of 3 appearances. The 1-1 swing and a fastball to foul back 1-2. Pitched an inning and 2/3 scoreless. No hits on April 11th at Texas. 3 1/3 innings of scoreless ball. 2 hits allowed at home against Seattle on April 19th, and got a 4-inning save against Kansas City on May 28th, giving up 2 hits and no runs for his first professional save. Now the 1-2 to Alfonso. Breaking ball, chopped toward short. Caldera charges, gloves on the belt high bounce, and throws to first in time for the out. And the Grizzlies are up and down in order. And so at the end of 1, there's no score in Fresno here on ESPN 1230.
Feel tired when you wake up? Sleep apnea is a serious illness, and if not diagnosed, could lead to serious health problems. 35% of all people with high blood pressure have sleep apnea. 83% of all people with uncontrollable high blood pressure have sleep apnea. And 70% of people that have had a stroke have been diagnosed with sleep apnea. Many people could reduce their chances if they were diagnosed early and got the help they needed to control their sleep apnea. At MedOne Medical, they care about your health and want you to have a healthy life. Can you imagine being diagnosed with diabetes and not doing anything about it? Call MedOne Medical today at 1-800-258-5329. Let them help you with your diagnosis and get you the help you need to have a happy and healthy life. MedOne Medical is the exclusive provider of Sleep Smart Gold, a program created to help patients manage sleep apnea. Call 1-800-258-5329 and get on the road to a happy, healthy life.
Play ball! When the game's on the line and the home crowd's getting restless, there's only one thing you want to see at the plate: Carl Budding thin sliced meats. With 9 great flavors like honey ham, oven roasted turkey, and corned beef, Budding has the variety to handle anything your team throws at it. Convenience like that is always a game winner. And you know you can count on Budding to deliver plenty of power in the taste department. Hey! So pencil Carl Budding into your lineup for a home run every time.
We head to the second inning here at Grizzlies Stadium. 0-0. Each team went up and down in order in the first. Luke Allen to lead things off for Salt Lake here in the top of the second. Matt Kinney's first pitch, and it's low, ball 1. Luke batting .276, 12 doubles, 4 triples, 17 homers, 62 runs batted in. 0 for 4 last night. As Kinney delivers the 1-0, swung on and sliced foul out of play down the left field side. And that evens the count at 1-1. Allen at 17 home runs, tied with Nick Gorneau for the team lead in that department. Now the 1-1. Swing and a tap foul off the changeup, and the count's 1-2. Luke had his 62 runs batted in, 5 now behind Gorneau for the team lead in that department. Nick with 67 runs batted in. That's good for 4th in the league. But Gorneau being given the night off. The 1-2 pitch, and Allen takes one in the dirt, a ball, 2-2. The 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Luke 2 for 6 against Kenny this year. One of his 2 hits, a home run. 2 balls, 2 strikes the pitch. Bounces in a ball, that fills the count at 3-2. Kenny, a veteran of 98 games played in the major leagues, 57 starts with the Twins, Brewers, and Royals. 17-27 lifetime. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the payoff pitch. Low and inside and back to the screen for ball 4. So the Stingers have the first base run of the ball game as Allen reaches on a leadoff walk. Here's Jeff Mathis batting .288, 19 doubles, 2 triples, 13 homers, 48 runs batted in, 1 for 3 last night to extend his hitting streak to 9 games. So runner at first base, nobody out. Infield, double play, depth behind Kinney. Outfield shaded towards right as Kinney delivers to Mathis. Wing and a foul. Back into the screen. Strike one for every Stingers home run this year. Siegfried and Jensen will donate $100 to the Utah Special Olympics. Siegfried and Jensen, a law firm for accident victims. Stingers stuck at 96 home runs on the year, making the total donation $9,600. They've gone 3 consecutive games without going deep. The last home run came in the doubleheader on Friday. Now the 0-1 to Mathis. Breaking ball in at the knees. A strike and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Mathis at the plate for the year, 16 for 42 against the Fresno Grizzlies. Now the 0-2. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. He struck him out. Strikeout number 2 for Matt Kinney in the ball game, and there's 1 down here in the second. That'll bring up Brian Gordon, the right fielder. Gordon had last night off. He's batting .291. 17 doubles, a triple, 15 homers, 48 runs batted in. Brian with a 10-game hitting streak working, equaling his longest of the year, as he had a 10-gamer back towards the end of May and into mid-June. So runner at first, 1 out now as Luke Allen draws a throw. Luke with 8 stolen bases, second in the ball club, behind Chris Prieto's total of 17. Well, the horn blowing, that means the 722 must be on time into downtown Fresno. Pitch on the way as Gordon butts and fouls it back into the screen for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. A lot of transactions today around Major League Baseball. Portland Beavers lost a big bat as the Red Sox reacquired outfielder Adam Heisdu from the Padres organization for pitcher Scott Cassidy. Red Sox designating pitcher Alan Embry for assignment. The 0-1. Gordon swings and lifts it in the air down the left field line. Grissom towards the wall and in fair territory makes the catch for out number 2, and back towards first goes Luke Allen. Red Sox also acquired infielder Tony Graffinino from Kansas City for a couple of minor leaguers. Cubs optioned outfielder Ben Grieve to Iowa at the PCL after they acquired Jody Garrett yesterday from Cleveland. A 2-out, a runner at first for right-handed hitting Adam Patkovich, hitting .283, 14 doubles, a triple, 6 homers, 33 runs batted in. First pitch on the way, a breaking ball low, ball 1. Patkovich 0 for 4 last night. The Rockies activated outfielder Matt Holliday off the disabled list, optioning outfielder Ryan Spilborg back to the Sky Sox. 1 ball the count on Patkovich as Kinney delivers. Swung on and fouled back. 1-1 the count on Patkovich. Yankees had to place outfielder Ruben Sierra on the 15-day disabled list with a sprained left hamstring he injured, rounding first last night on his 2-run single in the 8th that gave the Yankees the 11-10 win over Texas. 1 ball, 1 strike on Patkovich. The pitch into the dirt low. Luke Allen will try to steal. The throw, the slide, he's out. As the throw wasn't a very good one as far as going to second base is concerned, but it sailed right into Luke Allen, and so he is caught stealing for only the 2nd time this year. So in the inning, no runs, no hits with the caught stealing, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the 2nd, Stingers nothing and Fresno nothing on ESPN 1230.
For power sports, check out Plaza Cycle.
Well, I'm going to Plaza Cycle where I belong. Well, the deals are great, you can't go wrong.
Plaza Cycle has summer deals so amazing you'll walk in and ride out. Get exclusive deals on rider gear. A Joe Rocket reactor leather jacket is just $99. A motocross jersey pant glove combo from Plaza Cycle, just $99. Off-road helmets, $79.99. Street bike helmets, $55. And 20% off Orange County Chopper apparel. Plaza Cycle is Utah's #1 source for outdoor motor fun and adrenaline on the run.
He'll be impressed. Service is the best. Sales team, you'll be impressed. Walk in, ride out. Well, it's Plaza Cycle fun in the warm
79 West, 33rd South.
Hi, Susan.
Hello, Frank.
Susan, weren't you just...
Hello, Frank.
Susan, weren't you just out in the parking lot?
Hello, Frank.
What's going on here? I'm seeing Susan everywhere. Since we got those office machines from Automated Business Products, Susan's been unbelievably efficient. It's like having 12 office managers. And I'm taking Susan 7 out for dinner.
Get unduplicated sales, servicing, and leasing from Automated Business Products, an authorized Savin dealer. Automated Business Products. Work smart, get automated.
We go to the bottom of the second inning, no score. Marquise Grissom, Todd Linden, and Brian Dallimore do up to base. Right-hander Chris Buchek. Marquise Grissom here on an injury rehab assignment. As Grissom is rehabbing from a left hamstring strain. His first stint on the disabled list since 1990. And the first pitch to Grissom outside, ball one. The four-time Gold Glove winner was hitting .211 in 39 games for the Giants. 4 doubles, 2 homers, 12 runs batted in. Buchek delivers, and Grissom fouls it back into the screen. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is only the 207th career minor league game for Grissom in 18 professional seasons. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a curveball over, and it's 1-2. Some impressive numbers for Grissom. You might not think maybe off the top of your head of Marquise Grissom being a Hall of Fame candidate. Then you take a closer look at the numbers, and you think, well, maybe. A 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, low and outside, 2-2. He's one of only 6 players in the history of Major League Baseball to have 2,000 or more hits, 200 or more home runs, and 400 or more stolen bases. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss at a fastball away. He struck him out. 1 down here in the second. That'll bring up the right fielder, Todd Linden, batting .342. 21 doubles, 4 triples, a league-leading 23 homers, and 69 runs batted in. 1 for 4 last night, but that one, a bases-loaded 2-run single that tied the game at 3-3 at the time. He's hitting .440 during this extended series against Salt Lake. Buchek delivers a fastball fouled back into the screen. Strike one. Well, it was noticeably cooler in Fresno today. The high today was 105 as opposed to 107 yesterday. It's already cooled off to a brisk 101 here this evening, just shy of 7:30 here in the Central Valley of California. 1 strike to count on Todd Linden. Switch hitter batting to the left side against the right-hander Buchek. The 0-1 pitch is lifted foul, third base side. That one's headed into the upper deck. And the count on Linden, no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 the count on Linden. No score, bottom of the second inning. Linden 3 for 6 with a homer against Buchek this year. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball down and in. He struck him out. So back-to-back punch out for Buchek here in the second inning. That'll bring up Brian Dallimore, the third baseman. Dallimore batting .290, 20 doubles, 2 triples, 8 homers, 37 runs batted in. Dallimore named the BCL Batter of the Week for the abbreviated 4-day week. Last week, hit over 500, 10 for 19 during the week. First pitch on the way. Dallimore shortens up the show bunt, takes a fastball strike on the outside corner just above the belt. And the count's 0-1. Dallimore 1 for 4 with a run batted in last night's game. Now the pitch. Breaking ball bounces in and away. And so the count is even on Dallimore at 1 ball and 1 strike. Dallimore 3 for 8 against Buchek so far this season. Now Buchek ready, the 1-1. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No score here in the bottom of the second inning. Now the pitch. Breaking ball, that's outside, and now the count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes on Dallimore, with Tony Torquato due next. Now the pitch. Breaking ball again into the dirt, and that fills the count at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Luchek stares in, gets his sign from Mathis. The kick in the 3-2. Swung on and popped up foul. First base side, Ryan Buddy in front of the Fresno dugout. Now angled back towards the coach's box and makes the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Grizzlies in the second. And at the end of 2, Stingers nothing, Fresno nothing on ESPN 1230.
Let's face it, life's full of little dings and dents, particularly when you or your teenager are driving. At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we realize not every fender bender requires a lengthy dialogue with an insurance agent. To keep your insurance premiums down, it's sometimes better to handle a repair on your own, especially when the damage is mostly just a cosmetic annoyance. Bring your dinged and dented vehicle to Abra and let us help you and your family get the quality repair you need at a price you can afford. We've been at it for over 20 years, and with the best trained technicians in the industry, we can make your car sparkle like it did before you or your teenager had an unfortunate mishap. So, even when you are not submitting an insurance claim, let Abra work with you to get an affordable, quality repair with a lifetime warranty. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an immediate appointment.
Wow, that is amazing.
Pardon me, miss. Are you an Albertsons associate?
Nope.
Then may I ask what you're doing?
Checking the price.
You're checking the price.
That is correct. Oh, check this price.
What? Where?
Next to the sign that says check the price.
Oh, that's a very good price.
What did I tell you? Albertsons has lowered the prices on thousands of items shoppers buy most. So come on in and check the price. You're going to love what you see.
Hey, let's check these prices over here.
Sorry, pal. I was hungry. Check the new low prices at Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
The third, it's 0-0, and Adam Paskovich will lead it off. He was at the plate when Luke Allen was thrown out trying to steal to end the second inning, and on the first pitch, he pops it up right side of the infield. Tony Torquato coming down from first, about halfway between the mound and first base, makes the catch for out number 1. So Paskovich retired. That'll bring up the first baseman, Ryan Buddy, playing first base for the first time this year. Buddy batting .228. 7 doubles, 3 triples, 2 homers, 12 runs batted in. It's also time for our third inning update of the Abra scoreboard. Why is Abra Auto Body and Glass America's most recommended collision repairer? Maybe it's their commitment to safety. Abra spends more to train their technicians than anyone in the industry. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule your appointment as Buddy takes the first pitch. And it's in at the knees for a strike, and it's 0-1. 0-1 the count on Buddy as the pitch comes home. Curveball bouncing in and away from the catcher, Knebler. And the count's 1-1. First of 2 at Colorado Springs. Sky Sox beat Las Vegas 7-2. The nightcap is all level 1-1. Colorado Springs batting in the bottom of the third. 1-1 pitch on the way, and Buddy lifts one in the air to left center field. Grissom on the run. That ball's up there. It's up there, and it's gone. A home run for Ryan Buddy, rattling around the bleachers just to the left of the 385 sign in left center field, and it's 1-0 Stingers. Ryan's third home run of the year and his 13th run batted in. For Kenny, that is his 11th home run surrendered. And another $100 goes to the Utah Special Olympics, courtesy of Siegfried and Jensen. A 1-0 Stingers. That's the first hit of the ball game for either team. Now here's Jose Caldera in his first AAA at bat. Swings and it's a roller toward short. Lopez gobbles it up, sets and throws to first in time for the out. So 2 down. Caldera had been hitting .200 at Orem, just 2 hits and 10 at bats in his first 4 games. Now to the top of the order, and Chris Prieto flied out to Todd Linden in right field his first time up. In the 7th at New Orleans, the Zephyrs trail Oklahoma 9-3. Nashville and Memphis are tied 3-3 in the 7th in the Music City. At Des Moines, Iowa leads Albuquerque 1-0 in the 8th. At Omaha, Round Rock leads the Royals 6-4. Omaha batting in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch to Prieto, a curveball low, ball 1. Nothing in yet on Sacramento at Portland. Tucson and Tacoma are scoreless in the first inning. It's to Prieto, struck in at the knees, 1-1. The American League, Kansas City shut out Cleveland 4-0. The 1-1, low and inside, and left-hand batter, ball 2. 2-1 the count. Boston beat Tampa Bay 5-2. They're in the 9th at Toronto. The Blue Jays leading Seattle 12-10. Pitch. Prieto swings and it's a two-hopper right at Angel Chavez at second. His sidearm toss to first. He had plenty of time to retire Prieto. And the side here in the 3rd. 1 run, 1 in. A home run by Ryan Buddy. And nobody left on base. We'll finish the upper scoreboard when we come back. After 2.5, it's the Stingers 1 and Fresno nothing on ESPN 1230.
People in the know are talking about the quality of Creamer Weaver products.
Hi, I'm Lee Badger. We've been doing business here in Cass Valley for 24 years. And we want to feature great products. There's just no substitute for quality. Creamer Weaver is the best. It has a great name up here as very quality products. I live in this community. These are my friends. What else would I sell? Creamer Weaver is high quality.
Hi, my name is Carl Day. My family and I own Dave's Market in Yuba City, Utah. The people here are the most important thing. Our philosophy in doing business is to bring to the customer the best quality of product that we can find. At Dairy Department and Beef and Creamer Weaver, they have been our heirs for 32 years. I sell Creamer Weaver products. These people deserve the best.
So when you're making your shopping list, remember quality and write down Creamer Weaver.
Drug and alcohol abuse, violence and crime are among the top problems facing our children today. Prevention Dimensions, a nationally recognized program, gives students a strong foundation to resist substance abuse and violence.
And drugs.
Prevention Dimensions. For more information, log on to utah.tv.org.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
We go to the bottom of the 3rd. 1-0 Stingers on the Ryan Buddy home run. Here's Tony Torcato to be followed by Justin Knebler and Angel Chavez. Torcato batting .256, 11 doubles, 1 triple, 6 homers, 36 runs batted in. Torcato 2 for 4 with a solo homer in last night's game. There's Buchek's first pitch on the way to Torcato. A fastball outside, ball 1. Finishing up the average scoreboard, they've gone to the 9th at Chicago. Detroit trying to snap a 5-game win streak for the White Sox, leading Chicago 7-1. A 1-0. Breaking ball in at the knees, a strike 1-1. Orlando Infante with a 3-run home run for Detroit in the 2nd inning. Yankees have broken through in the 8th against Canho Park. They lead the Rangers 1-0 and are still batting in the top of the 8th. The 1-1 pitch, Torcato swings and he pops it straight up behind home plate. Mathis with the mask tossed aside, angling to his left, reaches out at the last minute and makes the catch for out number 1. That one played tricks on Jeff as that ball straight up into a high sky, not a cloud here in Fresno. So Torcato out, 1 away. That'll bring up Justin Knebler, the catcher, batting .276, 11 doubles, 1 triple, 4 homers, 25 runs batted in. Knebler did not play last night. He's 8 for 27 against Stinger pitching this year. Baltimore and Minnesota are tied 2-2 in the 7th at the Metrodome. Orioles were once up 2-0. Pitch to Knebler, breaking ball low and outside. Ball 1 in the 3rd at Anaheim. The A's and the Angels are scoreless. Each team with 1 hit. Buchek into his motion. The 6'5" right-hander's 1-0 pitch. Fastball runs inside the right-hand batter. 2-0. First of 2 at Pittsburgh. The Astros beat the Pirates 9-3. The nightcap has Houston leading 6-4 at the bottom of the 8th. The line by Buchek, the 2-0. Fastball again misses inside. The count 3-0. Washington. The Nationals shut out Colorado 4-0. At Philadelphia, the Dodgers got a run in the top of the 10th to go up 4-3. The Phillies got 2 in the bottom of the 10th to win 5-4. Breaking ball struck in the outside corner to the 3-1 on Knebler. Cubs beat the Reds 7-3. 2 home runs for Ramos Ramirez. Mark Prior the winner. He's now 7-3. 3-1 pitch to Knebler. Check swing roller up the first base side. Mathis out from behind home plate. Has it and fires a strike to first for the out. 2 up, 2 down here in the Fresno third. That'll bring up Angel Chavez, the second baseman. Chavez batting .255, 10 doubles, 3 triples, 7 homers, 40 runs batted in. 0 for 2 last night. The Mets scored 2 in the bottom of the 11th on a Woodward home run to beat San Diego 3-1. On to the 7th at St. Louis. The Cardinals lead the Brewers 4-3. Former Stinger Matt Wise now on the pitch for Milwaukee. First pitch struck, and it's an ease to Chavez, 0-1. Third inning in Phoenix. Florida leads Arizona 5-0. Braves 1, Giants 0 going to the third at San Francisco. 0-1 pitch is lifted foul. First base side, and on the roof. 0-2 the count on Chavez. Here it's 1-0 Stingers, bottom of the third on a solo homer by Ryan Buddy in the top half of the third inning. No balls, 2 strikes the count on Chavez as Buchek deals. Long on line into right center field. Coming over is the right fielder Brian Gordon to cut it off and make the shoulder high catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down go the Grizzlies in the third. Chris Buchek has retired the order in the first 3 innings. At the end of 3, it's the Stingers 1, Fresno 0 on ESPN 1230.
When's the right time to get a Zions Bank Gold account? Well, say you're fresh out of college with your first real job. You probably want a gold account so you can take advantage of things like free internet banking and unlimited check writing. Or say you've reached a point in life when the kids have left home and the gold account gives you a rent-free safe deposit box and no issuing fees on traveler's checks. Or maybe you're about to have your first child and you like the higher interest rates on gold account savings and discounted loans with flexible terms. So when's the right time to get a Zions Bank Gold account? When you see all the benefits, you'll just know. For more information, visit your local Zions Bank branch or zionsbank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Preston Beckstrom, your Zions Bank personal banking representative in Pleasant Grove. Right now, when you sign up for a gold account, our branch will loan $25 to the local school of your choice.
Play ball! The next time you're looking for a dominating performance at the plate, look to your fridge for budded deli cuts with our exclusive zip pack slider. You know you can count on them to be fresh when you need them, game after game. And with 6 premium flavors, it's like being able to throw the meat of the order out there 2 times in a row. That's the kind of variety any manager would love. It's no wonder budded deli cuts are such a fan favorite, and they're waiting for a tryout right now at your favorite grocer.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
Alberto Callaspo to lead things off. He shows bunt, runs up and takes high, ball 1. Here in the top of the 4th, 1-0 Stingers. Callaspo flying out to Marquise Grissom in left field. His first time up. 1-0. Callaspo passes 1-on-1 out. Backhanded at first by Torcano, who turns and takes it 3 steps to the bag for out number 1. So Callaspo retired, 1 away. That'll bring up Curtis Pride, who struck out swinging his first time up. Don't forget, if you're between the ages of 8 and 13, you can help me call the extra line on ESPN 1230 as the Great Clips Junior Broadcaster. Enter to win at any Wasatch Front Great Clips location. So Curtis Pride, the batter. In case you missed it last night, yesterday Corey Lee finally made his Japanese baseball debut, the former Stinger. Here's a swing of down ball, right side, backhanded by Torcano. The lead to Kinney low, but Kinney somehow comes up with it. Goes into the bag awkwardly, but it seems to be all right. Although he's got a little bit of a hitch in his get-along as he walks back to the mound. A good play at both things there, particularly by Kinney on a low throw behind him. So 2 up, 2 down here in the 4th. That'll bring up Luke Allen, who walks his first time up. Corey Lee was 6-2 of the Stingers before asking for his release to go to the Nippon Handfighters. The pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. At his first start last night in Hokkaido, he worked 5 innings, allowed just 2 runs on 5 hits with 3 walks and 2 strikeouts, but a no decision against the Chiba Lotte Marines. 1-0 pitch on the way, low, ball 2, 2-0 to count. The Marines eventually won that game in 12 innings, 4-3. The starting pitcher for the Marines, another former Salt Lake lefty, Dan Serafini, who in 8 innings and gave up just 1 run on 5 hits. 2-0 pitch, and Allen lifts it in the air to right center field. Clark going back, still going back, on the run, at the track, he's there, and he'll make the catch 2 steps shy of the barrier, and that retires the side. Luke hit it a long way, but Clark was able to run it down in deep right center field. 3 up, 3 down for the Stingers, and after 3 1/2, it remains Salt Lake 1, Fresno nothing on ESPN 1230.
Crossing home plate is the ultimate goal. With a home equity or mortgage loan from America First Credit Union, you can get there. Besides low interest rates, most America First home loans have no closing costs or appraisal fees. Apply today, and you'll be entered into a weekly drawing for a home away from home vacation at the beautiful Homestead Resort in Midway. So if you're looking to buy, build, remodel, or just get away, click, call, or come into America First. No purchase necessary. Contest ends August 30th, 2005. Rules available at americafirst.com. Equal housing lender. At America First Credit Union, members come first.
Captain Delmar has a question. You like lunch? Start with a tortilla the size of a crankle. Then pile on the meat, beans, veggies, and freak out on the jalapenos. Call the office. Tell them you're gone for the day. See ya. Head to the mountains. Hooray! That's Taco Del Mar, baby. That's your inner Baja. Beat it with a Monza made-to-order burritos or a pile of ripping fish taco. It's fast, super tasty, fresh next with a bit of Baja attitude. Taco Del Mar. Release your inner Baja.
Here in Fresno, 1-0 in favor of the Stingers. It'll be the top of the order. Doug Clark, Mickey Lopez, and Edgardo Alfonso. As Buchek did not allow base runners through the first 3 innings. Don't forget, all Monday home games are Harmon's family night for the Stingers. Stop by your local Harmon store and pick up a voucher good for 7 family members at the box office for just $15. Harmon's your neighborhood grocer, and now all Sunday games are Harmon's Family Days, so all Sundays and Mondays now you can get that voucher at Harmon's and get 7 family members in for just $15 the rest of the season. Doug Clark in the first hit that sinking floater that originally was ruled a base hit. And Chris Prieto had tracked it as the pitch was outside for the ball 1, but after a conference with the umpires, it was ruled a catch and an out. The replay verified that fact that it was a catch. So 1 ball to count on Clark as Buchek delivers a fastball, got out of miss with strike 1 and 1. Getting back to that Corey Lee Japanese debut. How ironic or how strange is it that his bound opponent, another former Salt Lake lefty, Dan Serafini. Long eye, ground ball up the middle, back down to the second baseman Castro, sets and throws to first for the out, 1 away. Serafini among the Japanese Pacific League leaders with an earned run average of just 1.94. So 1 out, that'll bring up Mickey Lopez. Slide to center field his first time up. Speaking of former Salt Lake players, our Salt Lake Columbus of the day, infielder Todd Walker. Had 3 hits, including 2 home runs and 3 RBI in the Cubs' 9-4 win over the Reds of Cincinnati yesterday. Walker comes into tonight's game with an 11-game hitting streak, and I believe he had a base hit tonight, so make it a 12-gamer. Mickey Lopez for 1-0 pitch, and it's low for a ball, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes to count on Lopez. Buchek into his motion, the 2-0 pitch. Long on in just trying to stem the tide. As Salt Lake Stinger starters are really struggling in the month of July. It was a record of 1-6. The only win by a Stinger starter this month was by Clayton Andrews in the first game of the doubleheader against Fresno on Friday. The 2-1. Long arm, ground ball, foul in between the coach's box and the bag at first. The count's even at 2-2. Matter of fact, Stinger starters in the 16 games this month have been able to go as far as 6 innings only 6 times. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Buchek ready, and the pitch. Lopez reaches out and slices one foul into seats down the left field side. You can't remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stingers with an 8-5 edge over Fresno in the season series. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Buchek pitch. Great call on the inside corner. Panini's a fastball. Strikeout number 3 for Chris Buchek, and it's 2 up, 2 down here in the Fresno fourth. Brings up Ricardo Alfonso. Bounced out to shortstop Caldera his first time up. Then Jose Caldera getting a chance to play here. As some folks needed some time off tonight. His ball club is banged up. Most teams are this time of the year. There's a swing and a miss at a breaking ball. The count's 0-1 and Alfonso. Veteran of over 1,400 major league games with the Mets and Giants. The 0-1. Long on, slow roll to the left side. Patrick charges, gloves, and throws to third. Gives plenty of time to retire the side as Chris Buchek is retired. The first 12 batters he's faced, and at the end of 4, it's the Stingers 1 and Fresno nothing on ESPN 1230.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we know how much you count on your vehicle. So when it needs repairs, bodywork, or a new windshield, where should you take it? Go to America's most recommended name in damaged vehicle repair. That's right. In an independent nationwide customer satisfaction survey, Abra Auto Body and Glass was the company most recommended to family and friends for quality of work, customer communication, and overall service. Why? Maybe it's our commitment to safety. Abra spends more to train our technicians than anyone else in the industry, and every repair meets our strict safety standards. Maybe it's our lifetime warranty that backs up all those repairs. Or that Abra works with over 500 insurance companies nationwide to make your claims process a snap. Whatever the reason, Abra Auto Body and Glass is proud to be so highly regarded. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an appointment.
Hi, this is Mitch Jensen of Siegfried & Jensen. You've heard our ads for years. We've been handling automobile, personal injury, and medical malpractice claims for over 20 years. We've handled thousands of claims for thousands of people throughout the state. You're listening to this ad now because you love sports or have a favorite team. Siegfried & Jensen wants to be your legal team if you've been injured in an accident. Call Siegfried & Jensen at 1-800-INJURED. That's 1-800-INJURED. Siegfried & Jensen, your legal team if you've been injured.
Fifth inning, Jeff Mathis struck out swinging his first time up. Will lead things off with Brian Gordon and Adam Patrick to follow. 1-0 in favor of the Stingers on a Ryan Buddy home run in the third. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball away. Strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike to count. Mathis apparently the target of some morons in one of the sweeps. There's a swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt that counts 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. That's leading things off here in the fifth with Brian Gordon and Adam Patrick to follow. Now the pitch, swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. He struck it out. Strikeout number 3 for Matt Kinney, and Jeff Mathis has been predicted twice. Here's Brian Gordon flying out to left field, his first time up. A fifth inning, middle of the game reset of the Fresno defensive alignment. Marquise Grissom in left, Doug Clark in center, and Todd Linden in right. Ryan Dallimore at third, Nicky Lopez at short, Angel Chavez at second, and Tony Torcados at first. Battery, Matt Kinney pitching, and Justin Knadler catching. At short, it's the two hoppers, Gomer Hine. Fielded by Torcado, who takes it 4 steps to the bag for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down here in the Salt Lake fifth. That'll bring up Adam Pastovich, who backed up to the first baseman Torcado's initial time-up. The 2 out, nobody on here in the fifth. A home run by Buddy, the only hit of the game for either side. Kenny into his windup, the first pitch. After the takes a fastball high, ball 1. Tucson and Tacoma scoreless in the second, but the Cheney Stadium. The 1-0. Third ball, low outside to the right-hand batter. The count's 2-0. When you attend a Stingers game, don't forget all kids under 12 can now ride the train for free. Out on the sidewalk, out on the berm. With the fastball low, 3-0. Sponsored by Utah Venture Capital. A lot of youngsters go back and forth on the train. Take it to the playground out in left field. 3-0 to count on Pastovich as Kenny deals. Fastball down the middle is striking at 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike to count on Pastovich with Buddy due next. 3-1. Swung on and pops up behind home plate. Canadian to the stands, and he won't get to it. That one hits in the third row on this side of the screen, and that fills the count at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count on Adam Pastovich. Kenny has battled back from the 3-0 top. They're still at a 3-2. Now the right-hander delivers the payoff pitch. Swung on and grounded up the middle. Backhanded on his knees by Chavez, who gets up and throws to first and gets Pastovich by a step. Chavez, I'm not sure if that was a dive or a stumble or what, but it was rather awkward out there. But he still is able to make the play. 1, 2, 3, nothing across. We're halfway through the scheduled 9-rounder. It's the Stingers 1 and Fresno nothing on ESPN 1230.
Do you feel tired when you wake up? Do you feel exhausted during the day? Have you ever dozed off in a meeting or while watching TV? If you answered yes, you may have sleep apnea. Millions of Americans suffer from sleep apnea and don't even know it. The professionals at MedOne Medical can help you get the sleep you need. It is amazing how well you feel when you get a full night of refreshing sleep. Sleep Smart Gold is a proven program designed specifically for people with sleep apnea. Sleep apnea can be more harmful than just a poor night's sleep. High blood pressure and other cardiovascular complications are being diagnosed more and more frequently in patients with this disorder. A high percentage of these patients can be treated by addressing sleep apnea. If you suspect someone might have sleep apnea, call the professionals at MedOne Medical at 800-258-5329. With the help of a doctor, a program will be designed for you to obtain a golden night's sleep. Call MedOne Medical and find out how Sleep Smart Gold can help you get the sleep you deserve. Call today, 1-800-258-5329.
Wiener Schnitzel is proud to be the official hot dog of the Salt Lake Stingers, because if there's one thing Wiener Schnitzel loves besides hot dogs, it's baseball. And to prove our love, we've got a great deal for all you baseball fans. Wiener Schnitzel now proudly serves tasty-free soft serve treats. You can add it on to your favorite Wiener Schnitzel combo, or come in for a snack. And while you're here at Wiener Schnitzel, you can enjoy a plain ketchup or mustard hot dog for just 79 cents. That's 2 great tastes at 1 great location, only at Wiener Schnitzel, the world's largest hot dog chain.
To the bottom of the 5th inning, Marquise Grissom, Todd Linden, and Brian Dallimore. The face right-hander Chris Buchek, 1-0 Stingers here in the bottom of the 5th. Marquise Grissom struck out swinging his first time up. First pitch hacking here, and he lifts it foul. First base side over the roof and out of play. Strike 1. No ball, 1 strike to count on Grissom, a veteran of over 2,100 major league games played. The 0-1 for Buchek. Breaking ball in at the knees, a strike in its own, too, playing for Montreal and Atlanta. Cleveland, Milwaukee, the Dodgers, and the Giants. Buchek ready, the two-strike pitch. Long on, bounce behind the bag and foul at third. We mentioned in some of the credentials for maybe the Hall of Fame for Grissom. Again, one of just 6 in Major League history with over 2,000 hits, 200 home runs, and 400 stolen bases. He also has the 6th highest all-time career World Series batting average with a minimum of 40 at bat. There's a fastball outside, 1 and 2. He's 30 for 77 with the Fall Classic, a .390 World Series average. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on Grissom. As Buchek delivers. Swung out, and there it goes. Deep to left center field. That ball's up there. It's out there, and it's gone. Off the scoreboard. Video board in left center. A long home run for Marquise Grissom. Ties the game at 1-1. Boy, he put a charge into that one, and he knocked out a panel on the video board in left center field. The wall at that point is 385, so that was about a 450-foot blast. So Marquise Grissom put the charge into one, and that's the first batter to get on base for Fresno in this ball game. Wow. He crushed it. Now here's Todd Linden, who struck out his first time up. Swing a ground ball right at Cayasco, who scoops it up and throws to first for the out. 1 away. That'll bring up Brian Gallimore, who fouled out to the first baseman buddy his initial time up. So 1-1 game. Each team has only 1 hit, a solo homer. Ryan Buddy for the Stingers and Marquise Grissom for the Grizzlies. Now here's Brian Gallimore with 1 out, the base is empty. First pitch from Buchek, and it's a fastball struck to the outside corner on the letters, 0-1. Chris, that is his 8th home run allowed. His 54th all-time in a Salt Lake uniform, 1 away from the all-time leader in Gopher balls in franchise history, Shane Bowers. The 0-1. Swung on and fouled back into the upper deck, and the count on Gallimore is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. 1-1 game. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Now the 0-2. Third ball into the dirt. Bounces away from Mathis, and the count's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Don't forget, if you're hungry after the game, bring in a Stingers ticket stub to Sonic and buy 1 delicious hot extra long cheese cone. You get the second one free. Pick up a side order of hot tater tots and wash it all down with a cold cherry limeade. It's not just good, it's Sonic good. Now the 1-2. Gallimore swings and punches it into right field, a base hit. Right on the second hop by Brian Gordon, and Gallimore is aboard with 1 out. That'll bring up Tony Torcato, fouled out to the catcher Mathis his first time up. Tucson and Tacoma now scoreless in the 4th. Our next update of the Amber scoreboard comes up in the top half of the 6th inning. We're in the bottom half of the 5th, all tied 1-1. Tony Torcato the batter. Infield, double play depth behind Buchek as ground ball at someone you can turn to with Torcato. There's a fastball inside of the belt, ball 1. 1-0 the count on Torcato. Giants Organizational Player of the Year by USA Today in 2000. All-League All-Star that year, 83-24 with 7 homers and 88 runs batted in for San Jose. 1-0 pitch. Swung on, slapped towards third. Paskovich on the in-between hop pass. It goes to Cayasco for 1. Over to first for 2. That was not an easy double play to be turned. Paskovich caught up in the in-between hop, and then Cayasco had to take the throw out of his midsection, come off the bag against the sliding Gallimore, then throw a strike to first. 5-4-3 double play, the 120th twin killing by the Stingers this year. 1 run, though, on the home run by Grissom. 2 hits, nobody left. At the end of 5, we're all tied. It's the Stingers 1 and Fresno 1 on ESPN 1230.
Passion for power sports? Check out Plaza Cycle.
just like where I belong. Well, if he isn't green, you can't go wrong.
Plaza Cycle has summer deals so amazing you'll walk in and light up. Check out the Kawasaki Vulcan 2000, $1,500 off. The Kawasaki KX250, the Certified Champions, $1,000 off. The off-road thrills, the Fruit Force 4x4 ATV is $800 off. Plaza Cycle gives you zero down and financing is closed, 4.9% OAC. You can walk in with zero down and ride out for as little as $49 a month. So little to pay for the ride of your life. Plaza Cycle, Utah's #1 source for outdoor motor fun and adrenaline on the run.
He'll be impressed. Surely, it's the best. They'll see. You'll be impressed. Walk in, ride out. Really start the cycle fun. In the warm cycle sun.
Located at 1379 West, 33rd South.
Drug and alcohol abuse, violence, and crime are among the top problems facing our children today. Prevention Dimensions, a nationally recognized program, gives students a strong foundation to resist substance abuse and violence.
You drink and drugs. You fight and crime.
Prevention Dimensions. For more information, log on to UtahTV.org.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
Well, I guess one at bat too late for the Stingers. Doug DeBoer has come into the ballgame now to play left field for Marquise Grissom, as his rehab assignment consists of 2 at bats today. It will extend, obviously, as time goes on. Leading things off for the Stingers, Ryan Buddy takes outside, ball 1. Ryan with a solo homer for the Stingers' only run and ahead of the game so far, as Kenny delivers a fastball in at Benitez, a strike, and it's 1-1. It's also time for our 6th inning update of the Albert scoreboard. Now the 1-1 from Kenny. Curveball into the dirt, bounces in, and the count's 2-1. Okay, Colorado Springs took the first of 2 from Las Vegas, 7-2. The 51s lead the nightcap in the 5th, 2-1. Kenny, the 2-ball, 1-strike pitch. Fastball driven in the air to right center field, but Todd Linden drifting over is there, and underneath it, he'll make the catch for out number 1. That is 9 in a row retired by Kenny since giving up the home run to Buddy in the 3rd inning. Here's Jose Caldera, who rolled out to the shortstop Lopez in his first AAA at bat in the 3rd. At New Orleans, Oklahoma routed the Zephyrs 11-3. Nashville and Memphis tied 4-4 in the 10th. Fastball high, ball 1. Nashville leading Memphis by 4 games in the American North race. At Des Moines, Iowa blanked Albuquerque 2-0. Todd Wellenmeyer getting the victory. There's a pitch lifted in the air toward right. Linden drifting back, draws a beat on it. Shy of the warning track, he'll make the catch for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. The top of the order, Chris Prieto is flied to right and grounded to second, so he still needs a hit to extend that hitting streak past 7 games. Round Rock batting in the top of the 9th inning, trailing Omaha 11-10. Aaron Guile, a pair of home runs for Omaha, is 19th and 20th. Calvin Pickering is 12th. 4 different Round Rock Express players have homered. Kenny ready. The first pitch to Prieto. Fastball struck on the inside corner today. He's 0-1. Sacramento at Portland, scoreless in the 4th. Tucson at Tacoma, scoreless in the 4th. Now the pitch, breaking ball, misses high. And the count on Prieto is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. The American League, Kansas City shut out Cleveland 4-0. Boston topped Tampa Bay 5-2. Prieto swings and fouls it back. 1-2 the count. Toronto outlasted Seattle 12-10. Eric Pinsky, a pair of long balls for the Blue Jays. Detroit beat Chicago at U.S. Cellular Field 7-1. They're in the 9th at Arlington, Texas, leading the Yankees 2-1. Yankees scored in the 8th. Take a 1-0 lead. Hank Blaylock's home run put Texas ahead 2-1 in the bottom half of the 8th. Now the 1-2 to Prieto, bounces in and away. The catcher Knebler, and that evens the count at 2-2. That's now a final 2-1 Texas. So Boston moves back ahead of the Yankees into first place. The Orioles with a win could tie the Red Sox for first, a half game ahead of New York. But the Orioles and Twins are locked up at 2-2 in the ninth inning at the Metrodome. Oakland leads the Angels 1-0. The A's batting in the top of the fifth inning at Anaheim. Now the 2-2 to Prieto. Curveball low and inside to the left-hand batter, and that fills the count at 3-2. Houston took 2 from Pittsburgh, winning the opener 9-3, and then taking the nightcap 6-4. Washington blanked Colorado 4-0. The 3-2 payoff pitch. Prieto swings and grounds one there inside the bag at first and down the right field line. Prieto turns the corner and heads towards second base. The ball being tracked down by Linden in foul territory. He fires it in, and Prieto's aboard with a 2-out double. The second Stingers hit of the game, and that extends Prieto's hitting streak to 8 games. The Stingers now have the go-ahead run at second base, but with 2 out for Alberto Callaspo, who's 0 for 2. Dodgers got a run at the top of the 10th to go up on Philadelphia 4-3. The Phillies get 2 in the bottom of the inning to beat the Dodgers 5-4. Cubs win at Cincinnati 7-3. 2 home runs for Orames Ramirez. Mets in 11 beat San Diego 3-1. On the first pitch to Callaspo. Long on and lifted into left center field. Clark drifting back, draws a bead on it, backpedaling, makes the catch, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 runner left on the base paths. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Stingers 1, Fresno 1 on ESPN 1230.
When's the right time to get a Zions Bank Gold account? Well, say you're fresh out of college
with your first real job. You probably want a gold account so you can take advantage of things like free internet banking and unlimited check writing. Or say you've reached a point in life
when the kids have left home and a gold account gives you a rent-free safe deposit box and no issuing fees on traveler's checks. Or maybe you're about to
have your first child and you like the higher interest rates on gold account savings and discounted loan rates with flexible terms. So when's the right time
to get a Zions Bank Gold account? When you see all the benefits, you'll just know. For more information, visit your local Zions Bank branch or zionsbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Preston Beckstrand, your Zions Bank personal banking representative in Pleasant Grove. Right now, when you sign up for a gold account, our branch will donate $25 to the local school of your choice.
Carl Budding Deli Cuts are the cure for the common sandwich. And now you could also win the cure for the common kitchen. It's a complete kitchen makeover with amazing appliances from Bosch and Chef Catalog. Just look for your game piece and packages of Budding Deli Cuts and check your number online at budding.com to see if you've won. You could be the proud owner of a state-of-the-art kitchen makeover, or you could win gift certificates of $20 or even $500. Enter for a chance to win your cure for the common kitchen today.
We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and it is a 1-1 ball game. Solo homer by Ryan Buddy for the Stingers, and Marquise Grissom for the Grizzlies, tying this game up at 1 apiece. Justin Knebler, Angel Chavez, and Doug Clark 2 up. Here in the bottom of the 6th for Fresno, finishing up that Alpha scoreboard for you. Milwaukee has taken a 5-4 lead at St. Louis. Cardinals batting in the bottom of the 8th. First pitch on the way. Curveball low to Knebler. Ball 1. Knebler retired. A little tap out in front of home plate that Jeff Mathis pounced on and threw to first for the out. Florida leading at Arizona 6-1 in the 5th as Knebler swings and misses at a changeup 1-1. 2 home runs for Miguel Cabrera in that one. Braves lead the Giants 2-1 in the 4th at San Francisco. Now the 1-1. Naylor swings and smashes one to third, and it's off of Papkovich, who slipped and fell at third base. And Knebler's going to go to second base. Papkovich was in position to make the play, but his feet went out from under him. A big break there for the Grizzlies, who have the go-ahead run in scoring position with nobody out. As Papkovich had his feet slipped on the turf here, on the infield dirt. And that put him out of balance, and he could not make the play. Well, let's see how the Grizzlies play it. Angel Chavez, the batter. He flied out to right his first time up. That'll go as a double for Knadler, his 12th of the year. Kakovic in at third, expecting the bunt. Now Vucek ready, and the first pitch to Chavez. He squares around, lays it down, up the third baseline. Pavkovic's only play will be the first in time for the out. But Knadler goes to third on the sacrifice by Chavez. So one out, but now the go-ahead run for the Grizzlies is just 90 feet away. And the batter will be Doug Clark. Clark has flied to center and grounded to second base. So the infield drawn in all the way around. Vucek staring in at Clark. Now the right-hander Vucek ready. Here's the pitch to Clark. Low and inside. A breaking ball. 1-0 the count on Clark. Then tomorrow, Clayton Andrews for the Stingers against former Edmonton right-hander Seung Song. 1 ball, no strikes, the count on Clark. As Vucek comes set to pitch. Swung on and lifted foul out of play down the left field line. The count's even at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 on Clark with the pesky Nicky Lopez on deck. The count, the score tied 1-1 with a runner at third, 1 out for the Grizzlies here in the 6th. Pitch to Clark, trying to hold up. Did he go around? Yes, the third base umpire Casey Moser. And now the count is 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Vucek ready, the 1-2 pitch to Clark. Swung on and foul back. This is where Chris needs the strikeout here to get out of, keep that runner at third with less than 2 out. Now Vucek right. And the 1-2. Swung on, 2-hopper back to the hill. Vucek will lift Taylor back to third and toss to first for the out. A good job by Vucek there as he jammed that one in right on the hands of the hitter, Taylor. Or shooting the hitter, Clark. But he's not out of the woods yet, as that has proven to be very difficult for the Stingers. Nicky Lopez is at the plate now with a runner at third and 2 out. A time call as Vucek asks for and receives another baseball. Lopez tonight has flied to center and taken a call for a strike. With field back now, although Pavkovic even with the bag at third. Pitch. Lopez takes inside at the belt, ball 1. Didn't miss by much. 1 ball, no strikes to count on the switch hitting Lopez, batting left-handed against the righty Vucek. Now the 1-0. Inside, almost hit him and almost got away. Nice save by Jeff Mathis, lunging to his right to keep that one from going back to the screen and bringing in the go-ahead run. Carlos Quentin's sacrifice fly at the top of the 4th has given Tucson a 1-0 lead at Tacoma. 2 balls, no strikes to count on Lopez with Edgardo Alfonso do next. Vucek ready, the 2-0 pitch to Lopez. Third ball misses downstairs for ball 3. 3-0 to count on Lopez. Wouldn't be surprised at all to see Shane Turner give Lopez the green light here on 3-0. Blue check ready with 3-0 to Lopez. He does, and he lines one to right field, but right at Brian Gordon, who backpedals to make the catch. And that retires the side. No runs, one hit, and one runner left stranded at third. At the end of 6, it's the Stingers 1 and Fresno 1. ESPN 1230.
Where can you find the Utah Jazz sitting next to the Boston Red Sox, sitting next to the Denver Broncos, just down the road of BYU? Fans! Only at Fans can you find the newest and freshest sports gear from all the great college and pro teams. Looking for a new or retro Utah Jazz jersey? Fans has it. Fans has it. Trying to find a fitted baseball cap featuring your favorite team logo? Fans is the place. Fans is the place. Whether you're looking for hats, shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets, warm-ups, jerseys, or duffel bags, you'll find it at Fans. You'll find it at Fans. Plus, Fans even has fun logo sports gear and memorabilia, including signed basketball, football, and jerseys from the best players. And remember, for all the freshest Utah Jazz gear, get to Fans for jerseys, golf shirts, t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, and warm-up gear, featuring the new blue and white Jazz colors. Open 6 days a week in the Delta Center and all major malls across the Wasatch Front. Fans.
Taco Del Mar has a question. You like lunch? Start with the tortilla at the side, crumple it, then pile on the meat, beans, veggies, and freak out on the jalapenos. Call the office. Tell them you're gone for the day. See ya. Head to the beach, the mountains, the lake. That's Taco Del Mar, baby. That's your inner Baja. Beat it with a Monza made-to-order burrito or a pile of ripping fish taco. It's fast, super tasty fresh nuts with a bit of Baja attitude. Taco Del Mar. Release your inner Baja.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
All right, we go to the 7th inning. It's a 1-1 ball game. Curtis Pride, Luke Allen, and Jeff Mathis to face right-hander Matt Kinney. Pride is struck out and bounced to first. Game 2 played at Guernsey. A 1-1 game. Ryan Buddy solo homer in the 3rd, accounting for the Stingers' run. Marquise Christian blast in the 5th, accounting for the Fresno challenge. First pitch to Curtis Pride from Kinney, and it's down low for ball 1. Time now for our Zions Bank 7th inning game summary. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Stingers. 1 run, 3 hits, and no errors for the Grizzlies. A 1-0 to Curtis, and that is in at Panini's a strike. 1-1. Mentioned the 2 home runs. Other than that, it's been all Chris Butchek and Matt Kinney. Kinney ready, the 1-1. Swung on smash past the diving Gallimore into left field. A base hit. Pride will take the turn and hold as the left fielder DeVore gets to the ball in a hurry. So Curtis Pride aboard with a leadoff single, the 3rd hit of the ball game for Salt Lake. The Stingers 7th inning game summary brought to you by Zions Bank. At Zions Bank, they haven't forgotten who keeps them in business. Here's Luke Allen, who's walked and flied to center field. Tucson got a 2nd run in that 4th inning, and now in the 5th leads Tacoma 2-0. Kinney ready, and the first pitch to Allen. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball, strike 1. The middle infielders, Lopez at short, Chavez at second, a double play depth. Gallimore well wide of the bag at 3rd, and a couple of steps back from being even with 3rd base. First baseman Torquato, of course, holding Pride on at 1st. Kinney ready. 0-1 strike pitch to Luke. At 6 down low, and evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Allen. To win this stretch against Fresno, this the 7th game of 9. 4 for 20, just a 200 average against the Grizzlies. 1 ball, 1 strike on Allen as Kinney deals. Swing of a fastball, a foul tip into the glove. The catcher Knadler for a strike, and now the count's 1-2. The try of Jeff Mathis, rather, to next. 1 One ball, 2 strikes the count. Outfield, deep and around towards right for Luke. Now Kenny ready to throw to first, and Pride back to the bag. Luke looking for his first hit here in Fresno. 0 for 5 over the first 2 days. Now the 1 ball, 2 strike count pitch. Going on, chopped up the middle behind second base, knocked down by Chavez, but he doesn't have a play. And the Stingers have runners at first and second, and nobody out. That ball was ticketed for center field. If anything, Chavez may have prevented Pride from going to third base, as Chavez goes far to his right and knocks it down. But it will go as an infield single, and now the Stingers have runners at first and second, and nobody out. And Jeff Mathis at the plate. Let's see if Dino Abel has Jeff bunting here after he's struck out twice against Kinney tonight. He is 1 for 6 against Kinney for the year. Mathis, one of the better bunters on the Stingers, who need just one more sacrifice bunt to set a new franchise record for an entire season. Corners pitching in. Mathis squares, and the bunt is fouled off. Third base side over towards the Stinger dugout for strike 1. And Mathis also comes into this game with a 9-game hitting streak on the line. 3 shy of his season high, as he had a 12-gamer between the 13th of April and the 6th of May. And he'll be likely called upon to once again try to lay down a sacrifice bunt here. He has 5 already this season. The 0-1. Mathis bunts, third base side. It's going to hug the line, and it's going to stay fair, and the bases are loaded as Gallimore thought maybe that one would hit the lip of the infield grass and kick foul, but it never did. It stayed on the grass. It'll be a bunt single for Mathis, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. As Mathis extends his hitting streak to 10 games, and now the Stingers with a golden opportunity to try to take the lead here in a 1-1 game in the 7th. They've loaded the bases with nobody out for Brian Gordon. Brian has flied to left and bounced to first. Gordon so far this season, 1 hit in 4 at-bats with the bases loaded. He does have one of the 4 grand slams by a Stinger this year. Kenny ready, and the pitch to Brian. Swing and a miss at a fastball, strike 1. No ball, 1 strike to count. He hit that grand slam on May 21st down at the Bricktown Ballpark at Oklahoma. 0-1 the count. Corners in, middle infielders halfway. There's a breaking ball high, and that evens the count at 1-1. Both bullpens are still quiet. Again, it's 324 down the left field line here in Fresno. 335 down the right field strike. 385 to left center. 380 to right center, and 400 feet to straightaway center field. Kenny ready, the 1-1. Low with a breaking ball, and it's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Stingers with the bases loaded, nobody out of the 7th in a 1-1 game. Now would be a great time for Gordon to extend that hitting streak to 11 games. Outfield, deep and around towards right as the pitch comes home. Swung on in line towards right. Linden back. He'll be there to make the catch. Tagging at third is Pride. He will score. Tagging at second base and advancing to third is Luke Allen, and the Stingers are ahead 2-1. One out. Pride scores. Runners at the corners with 1 out. And unbelievably, I have to change something that I said earlier. Luke Allen's bouncing ball up the middle that was knocked down by Chavez was ruled an error, which is totally ridiculous. Chavez was fortunate to be able to get a glove on it to keep it from going into center field and advancing Pride to third. But nonetheless, the Stingers lead 2-1 for Brian Gordon. That is his 5th sacrifice fly of the year, tying him for the team lead. Now runners at the corners, 1 out. Paskovich the hitter, the toss to first, and Mathis is back. 2-1 Stingers now in the 7th, and looking for more, trying to pick up that Geico Insurance run now. Right-hander ready. The pitch. Going on, ground ball into left field, a base hit. Allen strolls in from third. On the second base goes Mathis. It'll be an RBI single for Adam Plastovich as he rolled one between the third baseman Dallimore and the shortstop Lopez, and now it's a 3-1 Salt Lake lead. That'll bring up Ryan Buddy, who has homered, and Klein to right field. And that is your Geico Insurance run. First time after the fifth inning, the Stingers score a run to add to their lead. That's considered the Geico Insurance run, and Geico will donate $10 to the Air Force Fund. Check your yellow pages to call your local Geico office today. Runners at first and second, one out. First pitch to Buddy. High and inside, ball one. So far this season, that's the 37th Geico Insurance run, making the total donation $370. One ball, no strikes to count on Ryan Buddy. Stingers leading now 3-1 here in the seventh. Kinney ready to pitch. Buddy swings and hits it in the air toward right center field. Clark on the run, diving, sliding, and making the catch. Popping it quickly and firing it back into the infield. A fine play by Doug Clark in shallow right center to take a hit away from Ryan Buddy. So 2 outs now. Runners at first and second for Jose Caldera, who's 0 for 2. He flied to right his last time up. Twins scored 2 in the bottom of the ninth to beat Baltimore 4-3. So the Red Sox lead the AL East. The Yankees are a half back, Baltimore 1 back. First pitch on the way to Caldera. Fastball low, ball 1. Baltimore could have been tied for first with the Red Sox, but after scoring a run in the top of the ninth to go up 3-2. But the Twins get 2 in the bottom of the ninth for the 4-3 victory. Now the 1-0 to Caldera. Fastball outside of the knee, ball 2. 2-0 the count. Angels and A's. Oakland leading 2-0 now after 5 1/2. Angels have managed only 2 hits in 5 innings against Rich Hart. Kenny ready to 2-0. Inside, ball 3. 3-0 the count as the right-hander is now loosening up. Down in the Fresno bullpen. I believe that's David Lee. Now the 3-0 pitch. Back in at the knees, 3-1 to Caldera, who has actually updated his numbers. 7 games with Orem this year. Hitting .238 for the Owls, 5 for 21, 1 triple, and 3 runs batted in. 3-1 offering to Caldera. Swung on and fouled to the right of home plate in the upper deck, and that fills the count at 3-2. So that means Mathis at second and Plastovich at first will automatically be on the move with the pitch. Three balls, 2 strikes. 2 out. The runners take off, and the pitch is a fastball, swing and a miss. He struck him out to retire the side. Fastball away, may have been off the corner, but Caldera went after it. The Stingers take the lead with 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 runners were left on base. 7th inning crunch time, brought to you by America First Credit Union. It's now the Stingers 3 and the Grizzlies 1 on ESPN 1230.
Being a Mercedes owner, you'll just have to face the fact that people will look, people will talk. But that's nothing new. The world has been fascinated by the legendary Mercedes-Benz for years. Now owning a Mercedes has never been easier. The all-new Mercedes-Benz of Linden just off I-15 exit 273 in Utah County, minutes from downtown Salt Lake City, and a phone call away at 222-4400. At Mercedes-Benz of Linden, purchase the sporty C230 Concasso sedan for under $30,000. All Mercedes models are available, including exclusive AMG models like the CL and SL65s. The first legendary Mercedes-Benz designed powerhouse facility in the United States, featuring 15 service bays and legendary same-day service. Being noticed is a good thing. Mercedes-Benz of London, selling legendary cars, providing legendary service. Stop by or call today, 222-4400, Mercedes-Benz of Minden.
Mercedes-Benz of Minden, part of the Larry H. Miller Auto Group.
Play ball! When the game's on the line and the home crowd's getting restless, there's only one thing you want to see at the plate. Carl Budding thin sliced meats. With 9 great flavors like honey ham, oven roasted turkey, and corned beef, Budding has the variety to handle anything your team throws at it. Convenience like that is always a game winner. And you know you can count on Budding to deliver plenty of power in the taste department. Taste! So pencil Carl Budding into your lineup for a home run every time.
The bottom of the 7th inning. 7th inning stretch brought to you by American First Credit Union. Quick callers, stop by the branch for any financial need you might have at American First Credit Union, where members' needs come first. It'll be Edgardo Alfonso, Doug DeVore, and Todd Linden to face. Right-hander Chris Buchek, who now has a 2-run lead as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Alfonso has grounded out twice, once to short and once to third. First pitch on the way to Alfonso, and it's outside of Panini's, ball 1. That was just his 75th pitch for Buchek, and we're in the 7th inning. Pretty good ratio there, the 1-0. Breaking ball low, ball 2, 2-0. Chris telling me the other day, though, it used to be he had trouble getting through the first couple of innings. After that, everything was fine. This year, he's pitched well early on, but then has not been able to close out well. 2-0 pitch. Alfonso takes a fastball, strike on the outside corner of the belt. 2-1. The stats show it. 1.93 first inning ERA. It goes to 3.86 in the second, down to 1.29 in the third. Now the 2-1 to Alfonso. Strike, given Panini a slider, 2-2. But then it goes to 5.54 in the fourth, 8.49 in the fifth, 10.61 in the sixth, and here in the 7th inning, he comes in with an ERA of 18 for the Braves. Now the 2-2 to Alfonso. Long on, ground ball to third. Pakovich to his left has it, steps and throws the first high, but Buddy comes back down in the bag for the out. One away here in the Fresno 7th inning. That'll bring up Doug DeVore, appearing at the plate for the first time in the ball game, hitting .227 as a Grizzly. 3 doubles, 3 homers, and 10 runs batted in. He was hitting .289 in 44 games for Tucson. Unfortunately, the stat company that handles minor league baseball this year doesn't give you his total numbers between both Tucson and Fresno. First pitch on the way, strike off speed on the outside corner. Panini's 0-1. DeVore's first appearance in the series after going 3 for 13 over in Salt Lake. 2 of his 3 hits, though, went for extra bases. With a pitch outside of all, 1-1. DeVore this year, 1 hit in 5 at-bats against Chris Buchek. 1 ball, 1 strike by the left-hand batter as Buchek deals a fastball inside of the belt, 2-1. DeVore came in the 6th inning for Marquise Grissom. First game of Grissom's rehab assignment, and he was scheduled for only 2 at-bats. 2 balls, 1 strike to count on DeVore. 1 out, bases empty, bottom of the 7th, 3-1 Stinger. The pitch, fastball down the middle above the knees for a strike, and that evens the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. DeVore stepping out of the batter's box and wiping the sweat from his brow. And 103 degrees at game time. Now Buchek looks in, gets his sign from Mathis. He'll wind, and here's the 2-2. Long on and foul, third base side out of play, and it's cooled off all the way down to 96. Hey, but they say that with the dry conditions here and the breeze, it only feels like it's 92. Only at 8:39 in the evening, Fresno time. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count on DeVore. Now Buchek into his windup, the 2-2. Swing and a foul tip into the glove of Mathis for the strikeout. Strikeout number 4 for Buchek, and it's 2 up, 2 down here on the Fresno 7th. That'll bring up Todd Linden, who's 0 for 2. He is struck out and grounded to second base. Milwaukee leading at St. Louis 5-4 tonight. Former Stinger Jared Turnbow on to try to pick up his 20th save of the season for the Brewers, but he's facing Albert Pujols to start the inning, and that's not easy. First pitch to Linden on the way, and it's cut out and missed. A breaking ball, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to Linden as once again Lee is up. I believe that's David Lee down in the bullpen for Fresno, so we'll likely see him in the top of the 8th inning. Buchek ready, the 0-1. Breaking ball low, and that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 the count on Todd Linden with 2 outs and the bases empty here in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch swung on and tapped foul at the first base side. The count's 1-2. Stinger's got a solo homer from Ryan Buddy in the 3rd. Marquise Grissom here on a rehab assignment, homered in the 5th to tie it. Stingers took the lead with 2 runs in the top of the 7th. A sacrifice fly by Brian Gordon and an RBI single by Adam Pachulik. 1-2 the count on Linden. As Buchek deals. Just missed outside. Tried the backdoor breaking ball, but missed the outside corner at the knees, and the count's even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, Stingers leading by 2. Deuces wild here in the 7th. Now Buchek ready to pitch. Swinging a ground foul behind home plate, and it's still 2-2. Again, it'll be Seung Song, former Edmonton Trapper, going tomorrow for the Fresno Grizzlies against Stinger lefty Clayton Andrews. Comes in with a record of 6-3. Trying to become the first 7-game winner on the staff. The 2-2. Next swing, and the changeup missed high. 3-2 the count on Linden. The 6 wins for Andrews ties him with Corey Lee for the team lead. Of course, Corey started off 6-2 before requesting waivers and signing with the Nippon Ham Fighters of Japanese baseball. 3-2 payoff pitch to Linden, and it bounces in for ball 4. And that's the first walk issued by Chris Buchek. But now that brings up Ryan Dallimore in a position to where he's the potential tying run. Dallimore has fouled out and singled. He's 1 for 2. And again, he is hitting .500 against Chris this year with 5 hits and 10 at-bats. Jeff Mathis out to talk with Buchek as that walk brings a stirring of activity into the Stingers bullpen. Eric Sear, a lefty, starts to loosen up and to buy some time for Eric. Bryn Smith, the Stingers pitching coach, will stroll out to the mound. Dan Johnson is homered for Oakland in the 7th. The A's now lead the Angels 3-0 in the 7th inning. Oakland in 3rd, 8.5 games behind the Angels in the American League West. And here it's 3-1 in favor of the Stingers. But the Grizzlies have a runner at first with 2 out here in the 7th inning. As Chris Buchek was ahead on Linden at 1-2, but lost him his first walk issued of the game. And 2 more nights here in Fresno. The Stingers return home on Friday to take on the Las Vegas 51. Harmon Killebrew, the great Hall of Famer who spent most of his career with the Minnesota Twins, will be there to throw out the first pitch and sign some autographs on behalf of Vista Hospice Care. Doubleheader Saturday night at 5 with a big Pioneer Day weekend fireworks extravaganza after the game. All right, we're ready to go. Runner at first, 2 out. Dallimore the batter as Buchek delivers. Going outside, ball 1. Tucson just hit Tacoma with 3 more in the 5th, and halfway through that one, the Sidewinders lead the Rainiers 5-0. Now Buchek ready. The 1-ball pitch to Dallimore. Fastball struck on the outside corner, just under the belt. That evens the count at 1-1 strike. Dallimore last year was the Grizzlies' MVP, hitting .324, 8 doubles, 65 runs batted in. That led to his first promotion to the Giants, and he hit .279 in 20 games for San Francisco. The 1-1 pitch, and it's a slider outside, ball 2. 2-1 the count on Dallimore. A grand slam in his first major league start for his first major league hit, April 30th of last year against the Marlins off of Dontrell Willis. The only other Giant to do that in his first game was Bobby Bonds in 1968 against the Dodgers. The 2-1 pitch to Dallimore is low, ball 3. 3-1 the count. Tony Torquato due next. I'm pretty sure the lefty Sear will come in to face him. 3 balls, 1 strike to count on Dallimore. Linden, the runner at first. The first 2 batters were retired, but Linden walked, and now the 3-1 pitch to Dallimore on its way. Quick and a miss. A slider away, 3-2. So now Linden will automatically be on the move over at first base. Stingers leading 3-1. Fresno batting here in the bottom of the 7th inning. A runner at first, 2 out. Buchek's payoff pitch. There goes the runner. Swinging a foul in the upper deck first base side, so we'll do it again at 3-2. Tony Torquato, left-handed hitter with some pop, is on deck. Full count, second straight batter to have gone to a full count on Buchek. Chris ready, the payoff pitch again. Swinging a foul. Off-speed pitch that Dallimore reached out on and did get a piece of to stay alive. So we'll do it all over again at 3 balls and 2 strikes, and Linden goes back to first base. So he's getting a bit of a workout between first and second. Stingers trying to snap a 3-game skid here. And they lead at 3-1 in the 7th. Still quite a ways to go in this one. Buchek ready to pitch. Way outside, ball 4. And now back-to-back walks that put runners at first and second base with 2 out. And here comes Dino Ebel. He wants the lefty Sear to face the left-handed hitting Tony Torquato. Well, that's going to be all for Chris Buchek, who pitched a whale of a game, but all of a sudden started to struggle with his control here in the 7th. We'll give you the numbers on air when we return after this 1-minute timeout for pitching change on ESPN 1230.
Tired when you wake up? Sleep apnea is a serious illness, and if not diagnosed, could lead to serious health problems. 35% of all people with high blood pressure have sleep apnea. 83% of all people with uncontrollable high blood pressure have sleep apnea. And 70% of people that have had a stroke have been diagnosed with sleep apnea. Many people could reduce their chances if they were diagnosed early and got the help they needed to control their sleep apnea. At MedOne Medical, they care about your health and want you to have a healthy life. Can you imagine being diagnosed with diabetes and not doing anything about it? Call MedOne Medical today at 1-800-258-5329. Let them help you with your diagnosis and get you the help you need to have a happy and healthy life. MedOne Medical is the exclusive provider of Sleep Smart Gold, a program created to help patients manage sleep apnea. Call 1-800-258-5329 and get on the road to a happy, healthy life.
Pitcher off for the Stingers, but the identification of the pitcher out there was incorrect. It is not Sear, but it's lefty Jake Woods, who has struggled Since coming down from the Angels, Woods in 2 appearances has given up 9 hits in 4 innings, 6 runs all earned with 3 strikeouts and a walk. The left-handed hitting Torcado facing the lefty Woods, and yet Torcado's 2 for 3 against Jake. Well, the game potentially on the line here with runners at first and second, 2 out. Torcado is fouled out and grounded into a double play. Can't close the books on Buchek's line as he's responsible for the 2 men on base. So back-to-back walks after the first 2 hitters were retired, setting the table for Fresno. The pitch to Torcado, a fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Woods 6'1", 190. Now the lefty ready in the pitch. Curveball into the dirt. Blocked by the catcher. Mathis sliding across to his left. Count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner at second base, Linden. The tying run over at first is Dallimore. Now Woods ready and the 1-1. Swung on and foul. Back out of play to the upper deck. 1-2 the count on Torcado. With the right-hander for the Stingers throwing in the bullpen. Not done. Up and loosening. And with a couple of right-handed batters due next. 1 ball, 2 strikes the pitch. Swung on and fouled off. Into the upper tier along the third base side. So the count on Torcado remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Woods appeared in 27 games for the Angels this year, winning 1 and losing 1 with a 3.90 earned run average. In his major league debut season. Now the 1-2 to Torcado again. Just missed the breaking ball on the outside corner for these 2-2. Woods, a third-round pick in 2001 by the Angels. Now to get him here, you don't want to go to 3-2. Allow the runners to be able to be on the move with the pitch. The 2-2 delivery. Swung on and lifted foul again. Third base side and out of play. That one rattling in and then out of the upper deck. So 2-2 the count on Torcado. They have to announce the count here as the scoreboard is not working correctly. The outfield shaded towards left. The infield is back. Now Woods ready, and again the 2-2 to Torcado. He struck him out swinging with a slow, tantalizing curveball, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits. 2 runners left on the base paths. We go to the 8th. It's the Stingers 3 and Fresno 1 on ESPN 1230.
Hi, Susan.
Hello, Frank.
Susan, weren't you just...
Hello, Frank.
Susan, weren't you just out in the parking lot?
Hello, Frank.
What's going on here? I'm seeing Susan everywhere. You got those office machines from Automated Business Products? Susan's been unbelievably efficient. It's like having 12 office managers. And I'm taking Susan 7 out for dinner.
Get unduplicated sales, servicing, and leasing from Automated Business Products, an authorized Savin dealer. Automated Business Products. Work smart, get automated.
Passion for power sports? Check out Plaza Cycle.
Hey, I'm going to Plaza Cycle where I belong. Fans of deals and trade, you can't go wrong.
Plaza Cycle at summer deals so amazing you'll walk in and ride out. Get exclusive deals on rider gear. The Joe Rocket Reactor leather jacket is just $99. A motocross jersey pants glove combo from Plaza Cycle, just $99. Off-road helmets, $79.99. Street bike helmets, $55. And 20% off Orange County Chopper apparel. Plaza Cycle, Utah's #1 source for outdoor motor fun and adrenaline on the run.
You'll be impressed. Walk in, ride out. Here it's Plaza Cycle Fun. In the warm Plaza Cycle Fun.
Located at 1379 West, 33rd South.
Now back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
Well, we go to the 8th inning. 3-1 Stinger still. Matt Kenny out to start the 8th inning for Fresno. It'll be the top of the order. Chris Prieto, Alberto Callaspo, and Curtis Pride due up. First pitch to Prieto is low. Ball swinging is struck at the knees, 0-1. Chris grounding a double inside the bag at first to extend his hitting streak to 8 games. His last time up, he's 1 for 3. Pitch on the way. Prieto takes one in the dirt, evens the count at 1-1. Abraham Nunez has hit a 2-run homer for Tacoma at the end of 5. It's now Tucson 5 and the Rainiers 2. On the pitch, Prieto takes a fastball, strikes the knees on the outside corner, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count on Prieto, leading off for the Stingers here in the 8th. Pitch into the dirt. That evens the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Prieto trying to get something going. The Stingers could certainly use a few more runs. You never know. Payoff pitch. Low for a ball. Excuse me, the 2-2 pitch. Now it's 3-2. Callaspo and Pride to follow. Outfield swung around towards left. Now Kenny ready. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Prieto. Swung on, smashed in the ground, but on 2 hops right at the second baseman Chavez, who gobbles it up and tosses the first for the out. Hard hit on 2 bounces, but right at Angel Chavez. So 1 out for Alberto Callaspo, who's 0 for 3. Callaspo, since coming up from Double-A Arkansas now with just 2 hits and 15 at-bats. Twice this year, Double-A Arkansas, he homered from each side of the plate in a game. Here's a swing and a high bouncer over the mound. Behind second base, flagged down by Lopez, who throws to first for the out. So very quickly, 2 up, 2 down here in the Stingers' 8th. Well, that left his bat. I thought maybe it had a chance to get through, but Lopez over there quickly to cut it off. Now here's Curtis Pride, who got the 2-run 7th started with a base hit to left. He scored the first of the 2 Stingers runs that broke the tie and put Salt Lake ahead. Well, another Stingers or ex-Stinger daily double for the Brewers tonight. First pitch to Pride. Curtis swings and lifts it foul, slicing out a play down the left field side for strike 1. Matt Wise got the win for the Brewers. He's 4-2, and Derek Turnbow did indeed notch his 20th save. In the bottom of the 8th for Fresno, Knebler, Chavez, and Clark, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, are due up. On a 1-strike pitch to Curtis. Into the dirt, evens the count at 1-1. Then the lefty Woods on the mound. Knebler, a right-handed batter. Chavez, a right-handed batter. Clark, a lefty. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Pride. The pitch from Kenny, swung on, grounded right side. Backhanded by the first baseman Cortado, lobbing for Kenny, and he threw it over his head. Backed up by Knebler, and so Pride will be safe at first base. Cortado should have gone to the bag because Chavez going to his left was going to be in position to make what would have been for him a much easier play, but Cortado decided to go after it, backhanded the ball, and had to kind of spin and flip one over to the first baseman. That may now be it for Kenny. That is an error. By the way, the Luke Allen grounder up the middle earlier was changed to a hit. But that is definitely an error on the first baseman Cortado, throwing that ball away. So Shane Turner going to the mound. A whale of an effort by Matt Kenny as he heads back to the first base dugout. A right-hander, David Lee, I believe it is, coming in for Fresno. We'll tell you all about him after this. 1-minute timeout for a pitching change on ESPN 1230.
When you wake up, sleep apnea is a serious illness, and if not diagnosed, could lead to serious health problems. 35% of all people with high blood pressure have sleep apnea. 83% of all people with uncontrollable high blood pressure have sleep apnea. And 70% of people that have had a stroke have been diagnosed with sleep apnea. Many people could reduce their chances if they were diagnosed early and got the help they needed to control their sleep apnea. At MedWet Medical, they care about your health and want you to have a healthy life. Can you imagine being diagnosed with diabetes and not doing anything about it? Call MedOne Medical today at 1-800-258-5329. Let them help you with your diagnosis and get you the help you need to have a happy and healthy life. MedOne Medical is the exclusive provider of Sleep Smart Gold, a program created to help patients manage sleep apnea. Call 1-800-258-5329 and get on the road to a happy, healthy life.
Well, for the second time, they've erroneously identified the pitcher warming over the bullpen. It's Brandon Puffer who's on the pitch now for Fresno, and for Puffer, his 35th appearance of the year. In 49 in the third inning, he's given up 49 hits, 26 runs, 20 of them earned. He has struck out 31 and walked 16. He's won 5 and lost 2 with a 3.65 earned run average. PCL batting .266 against Puffer. He inherits a runner at first with 2 outs for Luke Allen, who's 1 for 2 with a walk. Go to first, and Pride is back. Puffer making his 3rd appearance against Salt Lake this year. He's given up 2 runs, 1 of them unearned on 3 hits in 4 innings. Against Salt Lake. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and the count's 0-1. Puffer has surrendered a home run. That was to Jeff Mathis earlier this year. Again, the lob to first, even though Pride was standing on the bag. 3-1 Stingers were in the top of the 8th inning. Again, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters are due up for the Grizzlies in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch to Luke, swung on and tapped foul. The count's 0-2. Tried to hold up on his swing on the breaking ball low, but could not do it. That error by Tony Torcato is your MedOne Medical sleep deprivation error of the game. If you suspect you or someone you know may have sleep apnea, call professionals at MedOne Medical. Runner at first base, 2 outs, 3-1 Stingers here in the 8th. Now Puffer ready in the 0-2. Fastball up and in. Leaves Luke back out of the way. 1-2 the count. Hank closed the books on Kinney's line as he's responsible for the runner at first base. Although if that runner were to come around, it would be an unearned run. He's trying to reach on an error. The 1-2 to Luke. There goes Curtis. The pitch high and inside to throw to second base. And Pride slides into the tag of the shortstop Lopez. Curtis caught stealing for the 3rd time in 9 tries this year. In the inning, no runs, no hits. 1 error, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Stingers 3 and Fresno 1 on ESPN 1230.
Let's face it. Life's full of little dings and dents, particularly when you or your teenager are driving. At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we realize not every fender bender requires a lengthy dialogue with an insurance agent. To keep your insurance premiums down, it's sometimes better to handle a repair on your own, especially when the damage is mostly just a cosmetic annoyance. Bring your dinged and dented vehicle to Abra and let us help you and your family get the quality repair you need at a price you can afford. We've been at it for over 20 years, and with the best trained technicians in the industry, we can make your car sparkle like it did before you or your teenager had an unfortunate mishap. So, even when you are not submitting an insurance claim, let Abra work with you to get an affordable, quality repair with a lifetime warranty. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an immediate appointment.
Wow, that is amazing.
Pardon me, miss. Are you an Albertsons associate?
No.
Then may I ask what you're doing?
Checking the price.
You're checking the price.
That is correct. Oh, check this price.
What? Where?
Next to the sign that says check the price.
Oh, that's a very good price.
What did I tell you? Albertsons has lowered the prices on thousands of items shoppers buy most. So come on in and check the price. You're going to love what you see.
Hey, let's check these prices over here.
Sorry, pal. I was rude. Check the new low prices at Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Stingers 3, Fresno 1. Jake Woods to face Justin Knebler, Angel Chavez, and Doug Clark, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters in the Fresno batting order. Woods came on with 2 on and 2 out of the 7th and struck out Tony Torcato to get out of trouble. Here's Knebler, who doubled off the call in Adam Pakovich, who slipped and fell going after the ball at third. Back in the 6th inning. First pitch to Knebler here is a breaking ball low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes the count on Canadian. Right-handed batter. Now Woods ready, the 1-0. Curveball low, ball 2. 2-0, the count on Canadian. Infield back, the outfield straight away. And deep for Canadian. The 2-0 comes home. Long on line, right field, Gordon back, waits and makes the shoulder high catch for out number 1. Canadian going the other way, hitting it hard, but right at Brian Gordon for the first out. As once again, Scott Dunn is up in the Stingers bullpen. Here's Angel Chavez, who's flying to right and sacrificed in 2 plate appearances. Woods' first pitch to Chavez, and it's a fastball struck in the outside corner for Bell, 0-1. Don't forget, when the Stingers are at home, look out for the Albertsons triple play for charity. As Woods delivers the 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. If the Stingers pull off a triple play at home, Albertsons will donate $1,000 worth of groceries to the Utah Food Bank. Albertsons, the proud sponsor of the Salt Lake Stingers. The 0-2. Long on and rolled foul. Third base side, fielded by Shane Turner. 0-2 the count on Chavez with 1 out. The base is empty here in the bottom of the 8th. As the Stingers cling to a 3-1 lead. Now ready to go. Woods the 0-2 again. Long on, that's lifted in the air down the right field line. Gordon towards the stripes, now holds up, and it's their territory. Makes the catch for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down here in the Fresno 8. Here's John Clark, 0 for 3. Retired on the bouncer back to Buchek in the 6th. The final numbers for Chris, by the way. 6 2/3 innings of work. 3 hits, 1 run earned. He struck out 4 and walked 2. The only blemish for Chris, the leadoff solo homer in the 5th by Marquise Grissom. He has over 200 home runs in his major league career. First pitch, breaking ball strike. He had Clark leaning back out of the way, but Woods broke it back over the plate. Now the line in the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a curveball, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Only 3 games still going in the majors. A's 3, Angels nothing in the bottom of the 8th at Anaheim. The 0-2 pitch. Into the dirt, skips by. The catcher Mathis, ball 1. Bottom of the 7th at Phoenix. Florida leads Arizona 6-3. And in the 8th inning at San Francisco, the Giants lead the Braves 4-3. And a 3-run homer at the bottom of the 7th by Pedro Felipe. Troy Hawkins, the former Buzzman, now on the pitch for San Francisco. The 1-2 to Clark. Swing, a foul tip into the glove of Mathis on the curveball, and that is strikeout number 2 for Woods, the 6th for Stingers pitching on the 9th. 1-2-3, nothing across. We'll go to the 9th. Stingers 3 and Fresno 1 on ESPN 1230.
People in the know are talking about the quality of Creamer Weaver products.
Hi, I'm Lee Badger. We've been doing business here in Cache Valley for 24 years. We want to feature great products. There's just no substitute for quality. Creamer Weaver is the best. It has a great name up here as very quality products. I live in this community. These are my friends. What else would I sell them? Creamer Weaver is high quality.
Hi, my name is Carl Day. My family and I own Dave's Market in Heber City, Utah. The people here are the most important thing. Our philosophy in doing business is to bring to the customer the best quality of products that we can find. Our dairy department is featured Creamer Weaver. They have been our dairy for 32 years. I sell Creamer Weaver products. These people deserve the best.
So when you're making your shopping list, remember quality and write down Creamer Weaver.
Drug and alcohol abuse, violence and crime are among the top problems facing our children today. Prevention Dimensions, a nationally recognized program, gives students a strong foundation to resist substance abuse and violence.
And crime. Violence and crime.
Prevention Dimensions. For more information, log on to utahpd.org.
goes the ninth inning, and right-hander Mitch Wiley comes on for Fresno, making his 11th appearance for the Grizzlies. In 10 innings, he's given up 13 hits, 9 runs, all earned. Striking out 13 and walking 4. He's 0-1 with an 8.10 earned run average. 2 saves on the PCL is batting. .310 against Mitch Wiley, who took the loss in Game 2 of the doubleheader last Friday in Franklin-Covey Field. As the Stingers rallied with 2 in the 6th inning off of Wiley to win it 7-6. An RBI triple by Brian Speck and a run-scoring infield single by Casey Kotzman. Now here's Luke Allen, who was at the plate. Curtis Pryor was thrown out trying to steal to end the last inning. There's a pitch down low for a ball, 1-0. The 1 ball, no strikes to count on Luke. Jeff Mathis and Brian Gordon to follow. As the pitch from Wiley is a fastball outside, ball 2. The Tucker did not retire a batter. He got out of the inning in the 8th when Pryor was thrown out trying to steal. But gets credit for 1/3 of an inning work. 2 balls, no strikes to count on Allen. As Luke steps out. Right-hander Wiley ready to pitch. Low ball 3. 3-0 the count on Luke. He's already walked once in this ball game. That was back in the 2nd inning, but he was thrown out trying to steal as well. Pitch. Allen swings and launches one to center. That ball's up there. It's out there, and it's over the batter's eye. Way back into the parking lot in center field. A long home run for Luke Allen. And now the Stingers lead by a score of 4-1. Oh, he absolutely crushed that ball for his team-leading 18th home run of the season. And with that blast, another $100 goes to the Utah Special Olympics, courtesy of Siegfried and Jensen. Now here's Mathis, who's 1 for 3. Reached on an infield single his last time up. First home run given up by Wiley this year. Fastball outside of Panini's, ball 1. So Luke's 18 home runs that lead the team. That's his 5th against Fresno. There's Mathis hitting one in the air to shallow right. Linden on the run coming in. He'll get there. He'll make the catch for out number 1. Brings up Brian Gordon, who drove in a run with a sacrifice fly in the 7th, but he still needs a hit to extend his hitting streak to 11 games. So 1 out. Luke, by the way, his 18th home run. That's 1 more than he hit all of last year with Nashville. In 122 games, he had 17 for the Sound. First pitch to Gordon on the way, and it's hit at the knees, a strike, and it's 0-1. Ryan's already had 1 hitting streak snapped for 10 games this year. Like to make it 11 with a base hit here. The pitch. Long on and grounded foul into the Grizzlies dugout. At first, and the count's 0-2. At the bottom of the 9th, the Grizzlies will have Lopez, Alfonso, and DeVore. The 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up. The 0-2. Jammed him, and he pops it foul. Coming back, that's going to be on this side of the screen. And so the count holds at 0-2. The 18 home runs is also a career high for Luke in 1 season. With 17 last year being his previous best. So earlier this year, he hit his 100th career home run in the minors. Now the 0-2 pitch to Gordon. Line to the right field, a base hit. There's his 11-game hitting streak. A solid single into right for Brian Gordon. Hit number 7 in the ball game for the Stingers, and that'll bring up Adam Paxton, who delivered the Geico insurance run of the game with a single left field in the 7th. And that's 37 this year for the Stingers. So 1 out, a runner at first base. pitch. Into the dirt. Blocked by the catcher, Kane. The ball one. Stingers now with a 3-run advantage here in the 9th inning. They try to snap that 3-game losing streak to the Grizzlies. Wiley's pitch. There goes the runner, Gordon. Swinging a minute. Throw at second base. And out trying to steal is Brian Gordon. That's the 3rd runner trying to steal. Thrown out tonight by catcher Justin Knebel. 2-4 on the play. And the count even at 1-1 on Adam Pakovich now with 2 outs and the bases empty. 1 ball, 1 strikeout at him. The pitch. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball, 1-2. Stingers trying to avoid losing 4 in a row for the first time since they lost 5 straight between the 30th of May and the 2nd of June. Now the 1-2. Going outside a curveball. 2-2 the count on Pakovich. They're now in the 7th at Tacoma. Tucson leading the Rainiers 5-2. The way things have gone lately, it's about time for Tacoma's 7-run inning. Now the 2-2 pitch to Pakovich. Fastball fouled back. Still 2-2. And Tucson has played better baseball of late, looking for their 5th straight win. Fortunately for the Stingers, they're done with the Sidewinders. Now the 2-2 again. Swung on and lifted foul down the right field side. Back about 10 rows into the seats, and the count remains 2-2 on Pakovich. Not sure that I mentioned this earlier, but Las Vegas 51 still trying to get on the good side of the Mayor Oscar Goodman down there. The swing of ground ball right side. Chavez to his left, stumbles, but recovers and throws to first for the out. We'll tell you what they're doing when we come back. 1 run, the leadoff home run by Allen. 2 hits and nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's the Stingers 4 and Fresno 1 on ESPN 1230.
When's the right time to get a Zions Bank Gold account? Well, say you're fresh out of college
with your first real job. You probably want a gold account so you can take advantage of things like free internet banking and unlimited check writing. Or say you've reached a point in life
when the kids have left home and the gold account gives you a rent-free safe deposit box and no issuing fees on traveler's checks.
Or maybe you're about to have your first child and you like the higher interest rates on gold account savings and discounted loan rates with flexible terms. So when's the right time
to get a Zions Bank Gold account? When you see all the benefits, you'll just know. For more information, visit your local Zions Bank branch or zionsbank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Preston Beckstrand, your Zions Bank personal banking representative in Pleasant Grove. Right now, when you sign up for a gold account, our branch will donate $25 to the local school of your choice.
Play ball! The next time you're looking for a dominating performance at the plate, look to your fridge for budded deli cuts with our exclusive zip pack slider. You know you can count on them to be fresh when you need them, game after game. And with 6 premium flavors, it's like being able to throw the meat of the order out there 2 times in a row. That's the kind of variety any manager would love. It's no wonder budded deli cuts are such a fan favorite. And they're waiting for a tryout right now at your favorite grocer.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
All right, we go to the 9th inning. Scott Dunn now to try to close it out for the Stingers, making his 30th appearance of the season, his 24th out of the bullpen. In 61 1/3 innings, he's given up 56 hits, 34 runs, 32 of them earned. He has struck out 61 while walking 28. He's won 3 and lost 5 with 5 saves and a 4.70 earned run average. PCL batting .243 against right-hander Scott Dunn. He'll face Nicky Lopez at Carno Alfonso and Doug DeVore. So Scott Dunn on. He last worked on Sunday. Gave up No runs, no hits, and a 1-2-3 inning against Fresno. Stingers with Pride, Prieto, and Gordon in left, center, and right. Mankiewicz, Caldera, Castro, and Buddy, the infield third to first. Dunn pitching, Mathis catching. The first pitch to Lopez is downstairs for ball one. Lopez has flied to center field. Taking a call third strike and line to right. The 1-0 pitch, a fastball strike to the outside corner under the belt, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Lopez 0 for 1 against Scott this year as the 1-1 pitch comes home into the dirt, 2-1. 3-run Stingers lead. There is activity in the Salt Lake bullpen. Just in case Dunn runs into trouble, Dusty Berkman's loosening up. Now the 2-1. Swung on and lifted to deep right field. Gordon going back. It's up there, it's out there, and it's gone. A home run into the parking lot and right for Mickey Lopez. And now it's the Stingers 4 and Fresno 2. So be careful here. The Grizzlies got jump-started last night with a leadoff solo homer. That was by Julio Ramirez. And like last night, this home run makes it a 2-run ball game. For Scott Dunn, that is the 6th home run that he's given up this year. Now Edgardo Alfonso takes a fastball high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. As again, Dunn falls behind the hitter. The pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 4-2 ball game now here in the bottom of the ninth. Now Scott ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul back, and it's 1-2. And the Grizzlies now in a position where they only need 1 batter to reach base to bring the tying run to plate. And the heart of the order is up for Fresno in this inning. The 1-2 pitch on the way to Alfonso. Change up is high, and that evens the count at 2-2. Doug DeVore is due next. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Dunn delivers. Up a little high. He took something off of that one. Ball 3. 3-2. The count on Alfonso as Bergman heats up in the bullpen. Now Dunn ready. The 3-2 payoff pitch. Swung on and popped up. Shallow left. Racing out. Caldera can't get to it. Another blue hit for Edgardo Alfonso. This inning becoming eerily familiar as to what happened last night. A runner at first, nobody out, and the batter will be Doug DeVore. He struck out swinging in his first plate appearance in place of Marquise Grisham. So the runner at first base and nobody out, and DeVore at the plate. Dino Ebel at the top step of the dugout. Trying for his first save since July 7th. Pitch. Strike. Kenneth Denise 0-1, although he's not been in the same situation in any of his 3 appearances since the 7th. 0-1 the count. Now Dunn ready. The pitch. Making a foul as that one bounced off the right foot of the home plate umpire, A.J. Wendell, in the count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Infield double play gets behind Dunn. Now Scott ready, the 0-2. Strike 3 call, a fastball in at the knees. First strikeout for Dunn, and there's 1 down here in the ninth. DeVore caught looking. He has a few words for home plate umpire A.J. Wendell on his way back to the dugout, and he thought that one was low. It was probably borderline at best. But now here's the dangerous Todd Linden, 0 for 2 plus a walk. He leads the league in long balls with 23. Done ready, and the first pitch to Linden. A little bit low, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Bergman ready if needed in the bullpen. It is switch hitter batting left-handed against the righty Dunn. 1-0 off, big pitch misses outside. The count's 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. The outfield deep and around toward right. They don't want anything to get between them so that Linden can get into scoring position from the plate. 2-0 delivery. Fastball strike fell high in the inside corner. It's 2-1. There is a breeze tonight, about 12 miles per hour, and it's blowing straight out. With a huge insurance run on the home run by Luke Allen at the top of the inning. The 2-1 pitch on the way. Strike, 2 called at the knees. 2-2 the count. Ryan Dallimore due next. Stingers 4, Fresno 2, a runner at first, 1 out of the bottom of the ninth. The Stingers try to snap a 3-game skid. Dunn ready, and the 2-2 to Linden. Swinging a foul tip at the feet of the catcher Mathis, and Linden just got a piece of it to stay alive. So the count remains even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a right-handed lefty Torcano on deck. Dunn ready to pitch. Change up just outside a ball. And now the count is full at 3-2. In the bottom of the 7th at Tacoma, Tucson 7, the Rainiers 2. Carlos Quinton, a 2-run homer in the 7th, his 19th of the year. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Dunn's payoff pitch. Fastball high, he walked him. And now the potential tying runs are on base with Alfonso at second, Linden the equalizer at first. And now here's Brian Dallimore, who has singled in his only at-bat against Scott Dunn this year. Dallimore tonight has fouled out, singled, and walked. Over this past week, he's 12 for 26 against Stingers pitching. 2 on, 1 out. Again, the infield double play depth. Inexperienced infield up the middle. The pitch is fouled out of play down the right field side, 0-1. We've got Jose Caldera at shortstop. He should be at Orem, rookie league ball. And of course, Iasco just up from Double-A. He is the elder statesman of the two, so as it were. 1 strike on Dallimore. Dunn's pitch. Curveball way outside, and a good save by Mathis. That keeps the tying run from moving into scoring position. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners at first and second base. 1 out. Dunn stares in, gets his sign from Mathis. And now Scott steps off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Outfield shaded towards right for Dallimore. A big gap up the alley in left center, and Dunn not 100% sure what Mathis was flashing with that runner at second base. He wants to be absolutely sure, so he has called his catcher out. With a runner at second base, Mathis goes through a series of signs so that it makes it a little more difficult for the base runner, in this case Alfonso, to tip off the hitter Dallimore as to what's coming. The 1-1 pitch. line foul outside the bag at first, and the count's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One out. Now Dunn ready, the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss over his splitter. He struck it out. Big out there. 2 down here in the ninth, and now here's Tony Torquato. Now, in some situations, you might see Dino Evil go to the lefty. Dusty Bergman, but left-handers are hitting about 70 points higher against Dusty than right-handed batters. But a dangerous left-handed hitter in Torquato, but Scott Dunn is going to be left in to face him. He's 0 for 2, Torquato is against Dunn this year. First pitch fastball is high, ball 1. Alfonso at second, Linden at first. He's the tying run in this setup. 1 ball, no strikes. Outfield deep and around towards right, the 1-0. Swung on and sliced foul out of play down the left field line, and the count's even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, Alfonso at second base. Probably still not running at 100% quite yet, or maybe hesitant to go all out as he is here rehabbing a left quad strain. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball high, ball 2. 2-1, the count on Torquato. And the infield back, the outfield playing Torquato to pull towards right. As Dunn delivers the 2-1 pitch. Swing with a fastball to foul back to the screen as that one cuts the radar at 94 miles per hour. Doc can get it up. We've seen this year to 95, which is the hardest thrower of any Stinger we've had this year on the Stingers ball club. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. 2 out, 2 on. Stingers up 2 here in the bottom of the ninth. Dunn ready in the 2-2 to Torquato. Swing with a fastball and foul back, and that one did clock in at 95 miles per hour. But Torquato was right on it and fouled it straight back. Now let's see if Scott has Torquato set up for the splitter here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, or will he come back with some heat? The pitch on the way. He came back with a splitter, swung on and missed. The ball game is over. As he had Torquato set up, it was a bit of a tightrope walk for Scott Dunn in the ninth, but he's able to pitch out of the jam and preserve a 4-2 win for the Stingers. To snap the 3-game skid, and now maybe position themselves with a chance to go back up by 3. 1 run, 2 hits, 2 left. Our final score with handshakes and high fives all around. It was the Stingers 4 and Fresno 2 on ESPN 1230.
Salt Lake Stingers baseball. Stay tuned for a complete wrap-up of tonight's game. The 10th inning show is coming up next on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
And in life, crossing home plate is the ultimate goal. With a home equity or mortgage loan from America First Credit Union, you can get there. Besides low interest rates, most America First home loans have no closing costs or appraisal fees. Apply today, and you'll be entered into a weekly drawing for a home away from home vacation at the beautiful Homestead Resort in Midway. So if you're looking to buy, build, remodel, or just get away, click, call, or come into America First. No purchase necessary. Contest ends August 30th, 2005. Rules available at AmericaFirst.com. Equal housing lender. At America First Credit Union, members come first.
the fans are leaving the ballpark. It's time now for the 10th inning show. A complete wrap-up of tonight's game with a look at the rest of the Pacific Coast League and Major League Baseball. This is the 10th inning show on ESPN 1230 AM. Now let's go back to the ballpark with the voice of the Stingers, Steve Klauke.
Welcome back to Fresno, and at the start of the game, one of the things we talked about was the fact that the Stingers starting pitching had struggled of late. They were 1-6 for the month of July, and only 6 times in 16 games had the Salt Lake starter gone 6 innings. Well, tonight, Chris Butchek was able to pick up the ball club when they needed it most. He went 6 2/3 innings, gave up only 1 run on 3 hits. He struck out 4 and walked 2 as the Stingers take the Grizzlies by a final of 4-2 to snap their skid at 3 games. So, here are the final totals for Salt Lake. It was 4 runs on 8 hits. I believe it's 7 hits. The scoreboard has 8, but I believe it's 7 hits. So 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors, and 3 runners left on base. For Fresno, 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. And by the way, it is 8 hits. It is 8 hits for the Stingers, but 1 error on the Grizzlies, and they left 5 runners on base. The winning pitcher, Chris Butchek, now 4-3 on the year. The losing pitcher, Matt Penny, who pitched well but takes the loss. He's now 3-5, and Scott Dunn records his 6th save in the 9th inning. Time of the game, 2 hours, 28 minutes, and the paid attendance, 4,841. It was a dandy ball game. Ryan Buddy stole a homer in the 3rd, but the Stingers ahead 1-0. Chris Butchek opened up the game, retiring the first 12 batters he faced, but number 13 was unlucky hitter for Chris Butchek as the veteran Marquise Grissom, here on a rehab assignment, launched a solo homer to tie the game. The Stingers, though, would play 2 of the 7th to take the lead, get some much-needed insurance on the home run by Luke Allen in the 9th, and the Stingers go on to win it by a final score of 4-2. They're now 55-40 on the year, while the Grizzlies dropped to 45-52. Stingers have won 4 out of the 7 games in this extended series, and now lead the season series 9 games to 5 with 2 to go, so they've clinched the season set with the Grizzlies for the 2nd straight year. We'll update you on what's happening in Tacoma as well as the rest of the PCL and Major League Baseball right after this on ESPN 1230.
Captain Del Mar has a question. You like lunch? Start with a tortilla designed by Grizzlies. Then pile on the meat, beans, veggies, and freak out on the jalapenos. Call the office. Tell them you're gone for the day. See ya. Head to the beach, the mountains, the lake. That's Taco Del Mar, baby. That's your inner Baja. Feed it with a Monzo made-to-order burrito or a pile of ribs and fish tacos. It's fast, super tasty fresh nuts with a bit of Baja attitude. Taco Del Mar. Release your inner Baja.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we know how much you count on your vehicle. So when it needs repairs, bodywork, or a new windshield, where should you take it? Go to America's most recommended name in damaged vehicle repair. That's right. In an independent nationwide customer satisfaction survey, Abra Auto Body and Glass was the company most recommended to family and friends for quality of work, customer communication, and overall service. Why? Maybe it's our commitment to safety. Abra spends more to train our technicians than anyone else in the industry, and every repair meets our strict safety standards. Maybe it's our lifetime warranty that backs up all those repairs, or that Abra works with over 500 insurance companies nationwide to make your claims process a snap. Whatever the reason, Abra Auto Body and Glass is proud to be so highly regarded. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an appointment.
Hi, Susan.
Hello, Frank.
Susan, weren't you just...
Hello, Frank.
Susan, weren't you just out in the parking lot?
Hello, Frank.
What's going on here? I'm seeing Susan everywhere. You got those office machines from Automated Business Products? Susan's been unbelievably efficient. It's like having 12 office managers. And I'm taking Susan 7 out for dinner.
Get unduplicated sales, servicing, and leasing from Automated Business Products, an authorized Davin dealer. Automated Business Products. Work smart, get automated.
Stadium in downtown Fresno, where the Stingers were able to prevail tonight by a final score of 4-2. And now it's time to check out the Abra scoreboard and what else happened in AAA at the PCL level, as well as the Major League. Will start in the Pacific Coast League, where Colorado Springs took a pair from Las Vegas tonight, winning the opener 7-2 and coming from behind with 2 in the 5th and 1 in the 6th to take the nightcap 4-3. At New Orleans, Oklahoma rolled over the Zephyrs by a score of 11-3. Chad Allen, the former Buzz outfielder, with his 6th home run of the year. Nashville plated a run in the bottom of the 12th inning on a Corey Hart home run, his 9th for the year. Nashville defeats Memphis 5-4 as the Sounds open up a 5-game lead in the American North Division. At Des Moines, Iowa shut out Albuquerque 2-0. At Omaha, Wild Ones saw the Royals rally with 3 in the bottom of the 8th to end Round Rock 11-10. At Portland, they're in the 9th. The Beavers leading Sacramento by a score of 2-0. And in the 8th at Tacoma, it's Tucson 7. And the Rainiers 3. If Tucson hangs on, the Stingers will regain a 3-game lead. And the Sidewinders themselves, if Portland hangs on against Sacramento, would move back to within 5 games of the first place Rivercats. Well, that's a look at the PCL portion of the scoreboard. Now in the major leagues in the American, Kansas City shut out Cleveland 4-0. At Boston, the Red Sox moved into first place in the American League East by themselves with a 5-2 win over Tampa Bay. While the Yankees were dropping a 2-1 decision at Texas as the Rangers' Hank Blaylock homered with a man on in the bottom of the 8th. Baltimore had a chance to tie the Red Sox for first, but they scored a run in the 9th to go up on the Twins 3-2, but Minnesota scored 2 in the bottom of the 9th for a 4-3 win. Toronto outlasted Seattle 12-10. It was Detroit topping the White Sox win streak at 5 by a 7-1 count. And in Anaheim tonight, it was Oakland defeating the Angels by a score of 3-1, moving the A's back to within 7.5 of the Angels. In the American League West, Texas with their win now moves to within 6.5 of the Halos. In the National League, Houston took 2 from Pittsburgh, winning the opener by a score of 9-3, while earning a victory in the nightcap by a score of 6-4. Washington shut out Colorado 4-0. They're hoping to gain ground and widen their lead over Atlanta. More on that in a moment. The Phillies scored 2 in the bottom of the 10th after the Dodgers got 1 in the top of the inning. Philadelphia beats Los Angeles by a score of 5-4. Cincinnati, the Cubs beat the Reds 7-3 as Aramis Ramirez hit a pair of home runs for Chicago. The Mets got a 2-run homer in the bottom of the 11th from Chris Woodward, and the Mets beat San Diego by a score of 3-1. Milwaukee scored 2 in the 8th to win at St. Louis 5-4. Former Stinger Matt Wise gets the win. He's 4-2. Another former Stinger, Derek Turnbow, gets the save, his 20th. In the bottom of the 9th at Phoenix, Arizona trails Florida 6-3. A home run by Adam LaRoche in the top of the 9th. The Braves have tied the Giants at 4. San Francisco with a runner at second base. And 1 out. They could have second and third as they called a batter out, even though the tag was never put on the second on the base runner at the time. The Giants trying to win it in the bottom of the 9th as they are tied with Atlanta at 4-4. Stingers win here tonight in Fresno. We'll come back and recap it for you right after this on ESPN 1230.
Passion for power sports? Check out Plaza Cycle. Hey, I know the Plaza Cycle where I belong. Hey, the deal is great, you can't go wrong. Plaza Cycle has summer deals so amazing you'll walk in and ride out. Get exclusive deals on rider gear. A Joe Rocket reactor leather jacket is just $99. A motocross jersey pant glove combo from Plaza Cycle, just $99. Off-road helmet, $79.99. Street bike helmet, $55. And 20% off Orange County Chopper apparel. Plaza Cycle, Utah's #1 source for outdoor motor fun and adrenaline on the run.
Sales team, you'll be impressed. Walk in, ride out. In a Georgia cycle fun.
at 1379 West, 33rd South.
Do you always feel tired when you wake up? Sleep apnea is a serious illness, and if not diagnosed, could lead to serious health problems. 35% of all people with high blood pressure have sleep apnea. 83% of all people with uncontrollable high blood pressure have sleep apnea. And 70% of people that have had a stroke have been diagnosed with sleep apnea. Many people could reduce their chances if they were diagnosed early and got the help they needed to control their sleep apnea. At Medline Medical, they care about your health and want you to have a healthy life. Can you imagine being diagnosed with diabetes and not doing anything about it? Call Medline Medical today at 1-800-258-5329. Let them help you with your diagnosis and get you the help you need to have a happy and healthy life. Medline Medical is the exclusive provider of Sleep Smart Gold, a program created to help patients manage sleep apnea. Call 1-800-258-5329 and get on the road to a happy, healthy life.
Fresno, where the Stingers and Grizzlies were locked up in a dandy. There's nothing going to the top of the third. One out for the Stingers and nobody on with kind of first baseman Ryan Buddy playing his first game at first base, facing Matt Kinney. 1-1 pitch on the way, and Buddy lifts one in the air to left center field. Hits him on the run. That ball's up there. It's out there, and it's gone. A home run for Ryan Buddy, rattling around the bleachers just to the left of the 385 sign in left center field, and it's 1-0 Stingers. So 1-0 Salt Lake. Meanwhile, Chris Butchek retired the first 12 batters he faced, but veteran Marquise Grissom turned out to be unlucky, number 13. As Butchek delivers. Swung on, and there it goes. Deep to left center field. That ball's up there. It's out there, and it's gone. Off the scoreboard. Video board in left center. A long home run for Marquise Grissom. Ties the game at 1-1. It knocked out that panel, but as it turned out, it's just to unplug it. They were able to fix it, so the game tied 1-1 until the Stingers finally broke through. In the seventh inning, Curtis Prime led off with a base hit to left field. Luke Allen hit a bouncer up the middle. It was ticketed for center field. Chavez got a piece of it, but could not control it. Runners were at first and second base with nobody out. Jeff Matheson laid down what would have been a sacrifice bunt, except they let it roll, thinking that maybe it would go foul. Instead, it stayed there, and the bases were loaded with nobody out. Brian Gordon then lined a 2-1 pitch deep enough to right field, and Tom Lindley made the catch for trying to tag up the third and score the go-ahead run at 2-1. That brought Adam Paskovich to the plate with runners at the corners and 1 out. The right-hander ready. The pitch, swung on, ground ball into left field, a base hit. Allen strolls in from third. On the second base goes Mathis. It'll be an RBI single for Adam Paskovich as he rolled one between the third baseman Dallimore and the shortstop Lopez, and now it's a 3-1 Salt Lake lead. Extending it to 4-1 was Luke Allen in the ninth inning with a leadoff home run, but Nicky Lopez in the bottom of the ninth countered with a leadoff home run. Edgardo Alfonso singled off Scott Dunn, who then caught Duncan Orr looking. He walked Todd Linden to put 2 on with 1 out. But then he struck out Ryan Dallimore on a 1-2 splitter and Tony Torcato on a 2-2 splitter. And the Stingers had the win here in Fresno tonight by a final of 4-2. Game 3 of the series in Fresno, and Game 8 of the 9 straight between the two teams comes your way tomorrow. And we'll preview it for you after this final timeout on ESPN 1230.
Let's face it, life's full of little dings and dents, particularly when you or your teenager are driving. At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we realize not every fender bender requires a lengthy dialogue with an insurance agent. To keep your insurance premiums down, it's sometimes better to handle a repair on your own, especially when the damage is mostly just a cosmetic annoyance. Bring your dinged and dented vehicle to Abra and let us help you and your family get the quality repair you need at a price you can afford. We've been at it for over 20 years, and with the best trained technicians in the industry, we can make your car sparkle like it did before you or your teenager had an unfortunate mishap. So, even when you are not submitting an insurance claim, let Abra work with you to get an affordable, quality repair with a lifetime warranty. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an immediate appointment.
Wow, that is amazing.
Pardon me, miss. Are you an Albertsons associate?
No.
And may I ask what you're doing?
Checking the price.
You're checking the price.
That is correct. Oh, check this price.
What? Where?
Just to the fine. Let's check the price.
That's a very good price.
What did I tell you? Albertsons has lowered the prices on thousands of items shoppers buy most. So come on in and check the price. You're going to love what you see.
Hey, let's check these prices over here.
Sorry, pal. I was late. Check the new low prices at Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
Hi, this is Mitch Jensen of Siegfried & Jensen. You've heard our ads for years. We've been handling automobile, personal injury, and medical malpractice claims for over 20 years. We've handled thousands of claims for thousands of people throughout the state. You're listening to this ad now because you love sports or have a favorite team. Siegfried & Jensen wants to be your legal team if you've been injured in an accident. Call Siegfried & Jensen at 1-800-INJURED. That's 1-800-INJURED. Siegfried & Jensen, your legal team if you've been injured.
Welcome back to Fresno, Grizzlies Stadium in downtown Fresno, where the Stingers prevailed tonight by a score of 4-2. They've now taken 4 out of 7 for the Grizzlies in this extended series. The next game comes your way tomorrow night. It'll be left-hander Clayton Andrews with a record of 6-3 taking the mound for Salt Lake against right-hander Seung Song making his Grizzlies debut. He's formerly with the Edmonton Trappers the last couple of years, going back and forth between Edmonton and Montreal. We'll be on the air at 7:45 with the on-deck circle, and we'll have an 8:05 first pitch. Could the Stingers be 3 games up when we start play tomorrow? It's still a possibility. Tucson and Tacoma still battling at Cheney Stadium in Tacoma, and as of right now in the 8th inning, it is Tucson leading by a score of 7-3. Thanks to Isaac back at our studio in Salt Lake City, and our thanks to you for listening once again in 2 hours, 28 minutes, and in front of 4,841. The final score, the Salt Lake Stingers 4 and the Fresno Grizzlies 2. I'm Steve Kroenke saying good night and so long from the ballpark.
The 10th Inning Show on ESPN 1230 AM. Be sure to join us after every Stingers game for the 10th Inning Show on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers. ESPN 1230 AM.